We're live. Hello, everyone.
Hi, people.
Welcome to the
Hello.
last Sunday Squad, where a bunch of authors in the lit RPG space come together and play Dungeons and Dragons. I am your host for the evening, your Fable Master, Jack Fields. With me, as always, is the inimitable KT Hanna, the fabulous Brian J. Nordon, and Rachel, I assume, is on her way. Yeah,
Wow.
Perfect.
Magic.
good time.
I felt you summon me, and it's not because I was late. I was actually just waiting to be mentioned.
What was the verb there in that sentence?
Hi.
And also we have with us joining so for our last guest we had the marvelous Rose Reynolds. This week we have the incredible, the fabulous, the insatiable Lars Machmüller. Ladies and gentlemen, big hand for Lars, big hand
Oh,
for Lars.
I was 100% sure you were going to say something about, but he wasn't able to show it, to make it, so we had Lars come instead. Hi. Good to see you all.
It's so good to
Sorry,
see you.
Brian's giving me shit about my hair in the fucking comments.
It looks really well.
Is this better?
It looks well, Rachel.
Thank you for being supportive. Yeah, fuck off, Brian.
Where we're going, we don't need hair.
And Lars, your character will be brought in a little bit through the session, but sit tight. It won't be long at all before we meet your character. My friends, it's been a little while. We took a little break. A lot of folks were at DragonCon. We're going to check in with each of our individual authors here. We're going to do a bit of promo at the start, and then we're just going to dive right into the session. So let's go for through the group, and let's see where can people find you? What are some things you've written recently or have published recently? Heyo. And what's a project you're working on? Perhaps just anything you're excited about. Really, let's kind of start in reverse order. Rachel, how you doing? Just when she's drinking.
He did that on purpose. Oh my god, that's strong. Hi. As you can see, I just climbed a ladder and got here, so I'm a little all over the place. That's what happened. My name is Rachel Chuirc. The first two books of the Knights of Eternity trilogy are out now. The second one, Desecrate, has gotten very lovely reviews, and I'm very, very happy. The third shall be out November 1st, narrated by Andrea Parsnow. And you can also find me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok, where I make silly videos, and I also talk a lot about game writing. So yeah, that's me.
Unreal. I just did a review of Desecrate. It's an unreal novel, and I'm looking forward to the third novel, which is called Divinity, rounding out the trilogy. So good, so good. Let's go for the excellent Brian.
So I've mixed feelings about you having book 3 called Divinity, because like I had her as a character first, so get fucked. So but no.
So basically, the Christians can go fuck themselves. It's over. Brian
She
was there
stole Calamity
first.
off Brandon Sanderson. Like, she
Oh
aims
my-
high. I love it. Like, sorry. Anyway.
Or low in your case. It's all right. Carry on.
But the Quest Academy is going well. Book 3 is releasing in less than a week, so it'll be out on the 4th. So that's very exciting. Book 4, I am over halfway done with it, and it's hilarious. We're not in semester 2 yet because I am still shit. So someone calculated that it will take me 25 books to finish Quest Academy, and that's troubling. And
Better get to
12
writing
years.
those, eh?
Yeah, it's just like I'm not saying I'm going to milk it for all it's worth, but Jesus Christ, watch me. So,
I'm
yeah,
here
having a
for
good
it.
time.
And this is the thing, Lars. I think everyone is here for it. Quest Academy just smashing not just expectations, but like records and shit. It's just incredible. And Brian, the fact that people are getting book 4 so soon is a testament to your pace and skill. Let's go for the exquisite KT Hanna.
I'm exquisite. I like that. Okay, so you can find me on Discord and Facebook and katiehanna.com. And I've written recently the Library System Reset. Book 2 came out a few weeks ago. So you should get it. If you've read book 1, you should go and read book 2. The audio for book 2 comes out on October 15th. And book 3 ebook is coming out in November. And book 4 is 50K deep right now. So Yeah, and I have another idea, really cool book that I've started world building. So, if anybody saw me at DragonCon, you know that I world build in books. So I've already started with my world building for my new one. Yay! So,
Unreal.
yeah.
Thank you, Katie. And yes, anyone who is on the library system reset train, I myself thoroughly enjoyed the first novel. You can wait for the audio if you wish, but honestly, a lot of people are just hopping right on and reading it, and I would recommend doing so. It's just excellent stuff. I love libraries. Anyway, so okay. Last but certainly not least, our guest, Lars. Introduce yourself, and then you get out of here. We'll introduce your character later.
Definitely, I am Lars Machmüller, and right at this moment, I am knee deep in deck builders. I am writing Theft of Decks, and I am editing book 2 while writing book 3, and I am just, it's so weird to having released just one book and then working on book 3 at the same time and having to jump back and forth. Everybody knows that. And I'm also at the same time, because I love being a chaos gremlin like Rachel. So I am also writing the final book in my Bard series, the World of Chains series. And I am world building a new series as well. So
Wait,
yeah.
sorry. So you are doing edits for one book, you're writing 2 other books, and you're doing the world building for a 4th book.
Yeah, that's more one of those head won't shut up about it, so I have to get it out there somehow so I can focus on the stuff I'm actually supposed to do.
And you have kids on top of all of this?
Well, they are definitely not helping in my productivity. Yes.
Is my character still alive? That's all I care about.
He is becoming more and more of a mystery, and actually, it's a bit of a mystery how the fuck he is still alive and keeps showing up.
Literally me. I love it. No idea why I'm still here.
We can't. We haven't discovered the ritual to banish you. So
My husband always says that. He thinks he should. He was so certain he was going to be dead by 25. And he's not.
that is very insensitive. I'm glad he is still here.
Do we
Me
all
too.
appreciate the word of like, oh, we haven't figured out the ritual to banish him, and then immediately Lars is gone, and I'm like, holy shit, that back.
Yeah.
Keep him. Get rid of me. Like,
I have played Eldritch Deals of Plenty in the interim between our games. And not with Cthulhu either. One of the weird ones like Azathoth or Nyarlathotep. Come on, H.P. Lovecraft, less consonants. So okay, let's diggity dive into the game. For a recap, let's just blast through. So the players arrived at the city of Tegeste Lipo. Tegeste Lipo being the city that their father, Geppetto, who made them out of a kind of wooden organic material and infused them with sentience and choice. Geppetto was banned from the city. He was worse. He was banished, just like Lars now. But he had helped all of the other members of the fabled coalition overthrow the Wicked Witch, and with her usurpation had taken over the city using his police force, the Bobbies, which were all puppets, and just a terrifically happy lot until Geppetto was banished and they were in turn usurped. And now the city is a kind of a tyrannical situation ruled over by the Fable Coalition, but our heroes have finally made it there to the city itself and have found it a place in the midst of conflict, of push and pull between the members of this sort of mythical aristocracy involving people like Beauty and the Beast, La Belle et la Bête, Rebecca Riding, Bernard Wolfe, Rumpelstiltskin, a whole cornucopia of these fabled creatures and individuals all gathered up together against the common people, or so it seems. Geppetto has led the party here with a gingerbread automaton in tow, and the party met up with a member of the Forgotten Eighth Rebellion. The Forgotten Eighth seems to be this kind of pushing against the upper class organization. rooted within kind of the subterranea and the not criminalistic but sort of vigilante underbelly of Tegeste Lupo, the city. They met up with a member of that group played by Rose Reynolds, and whose name currently escapes me. Does anyone remember Rose's character's name? It's in my notes.
Oh yeah, don't you remember it was
Oh
Shandy,
yes.
Shandy, Shandy.
should have
How could I have been so foolish?
It was.
I thought Katie.
Don't make me use my brain.
No, you're good. You're good. So here's the point: is that with the help of her character, they were able to basically send little ripples of her influence out into the city and have a meeting with the Forgotten Eights leader, which we are about to have. Okay. Any questions before we dig in? Excellent.
I think we're all just thinking of what was Rose's name.
I'm actually thinking of. I think I leveled up at one stage, and I don't think I adjusted all my stats, and I have no idea what my stats are.
What level are you?
5, I think.
Then you
I
do not
think
need to
5.
adjust your stats, you're fine.
No, I was 4 though when I did this. So
Yes, level 5 doesn't adjust your statistics. It just adds a few spell slots and stuff. Don't worry.
Hit points, armor class doesn't do any of that. Okay, good.
What are your current hit points?
22.
That's about right. All right, here we go. So, okay.
Try not to get hit.
Sorry, did you say your armor class is 22?
Hit points.
Hit points.
Oh,
My
I
armor
was
class
like-
is like 13.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I mean, Katie, what's your Constitution modifier?
+1.
Okay, add 5 hit points to your max. Then you've got 27.
Aw, yeah, look at that. I'm like a tank, not.
So, okay, here we go, my friends. Let's dive in, and thank you everyone for joining us here. I can see some stuff in the comments, so it's a pleasure to have you with us. Here we go. Okay. Heading into the dark, the feel of the underground slips into your senses. You're with your father, Geppetto, and you're moving as a group, the 3 major puppets, Silver, Etienne, and Rachel's character, Leonora Jenkins. Okay. The ugly fungal smells of the underground come to you, and there's the smooching sound of your shoes going into and coming out of the carpet of mold. The drip noises. The little droplets so cold on your wooden flesh. Is someone typing?
Sorry.
You're okay. Run off, says Geppetto quietly, seeping down through the ruins and the mulch and the cold stone. The River Glinda, it's called, my children. I used to barge down it of a summer afternoon. Bernard, Rebecca, and I. The big bad wolf was not so big nor so bad in those days. The depth and breadth of our friendship made his betrayal all the harder. And your dad looks a bit disconsolate. Do any of you chime in, or do you just continue?
I'm not going to chime in because the last time I tried to be smart alecky, that backfired with my dad. So I'm just kind of like licking those wounds at the minute.
Okay.
Etienne's a little preoccupied with the smell.
It's gross.
She's trying to like locate like where it's coming from because it's really bugging her.
Yeah, 100%. And Leonora?
Leonora, not Rachel. Leonora was looking for her dice.
Okay.
She didn't hear that bit there.
That's-
But she assumes her dad's a little sad. And she just goes, "We're here for you, Dad. Sorry."
Oh, vague but supportive. Thank you. He says. Okay. After a while.
Sorry, I don't know why that got me so good, but it did.
No, it's okay. You're fine. After a while, the awful sensations of the underground abate, replaced by strange ones. The path ahead widens into a very tall, very wide room. There are long wooden benches all over, not in any set pattern. There's curved windows up high and flagstones and an altar. No candles burn. Instead, the light comes from the windows an impossible green light. Impossible because seemingly nothing is casting that glow. You see what I mean? It's coming from behind the windows, pushing through, and there's nothing there but more cave and underground. Yet the green endures, soft and odd and beautiful and unnerving. A church of the wicked witch, says Geppetto. There are people here in rags or clothes.
That bitch has a church?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Do you say that out loud?
Yes. But
Geppetto.
only just loud enough for us to hear.
Yes, of course. Yes, he says. And
Yes.
Geppetto says.
I'm not that stupid.
Yeah. Geppetto says, yes, my daughter. There were many who worshipped the wicked witch. I thought all of her churches were gone, but seemingly not. He says, we are in company. You can see that there are people in rags or clothes so poorly made they might as well be rags, huddled close by cookpots full of stew or little board games, and there are other people standing, sort of loafing around, surly and sour-looking, talking about difficult realities. And some others are armed, cudgels and nicked swords lashed with string round their waists. One of them approaches you. After Geppetto explains the situation, the fellow nods and brings you towards a small room. Several people are gathered in the room, all sitting around a diagram of the city, broken into 5 districts. Several markings dot the map. The people are all sitting, except one. He's standing, yet about as tall standing as they are sitting. This figure, heavy of brow, wearing a shapeless blue hat and sporting an enormous white beard, is murmuring to the rest, who listen with interest. I thought all the churches of the witch were destroyed, says Geppetto. Some, says the white-bearded dwarf. Others were lost. What is lost can be found again. This church, old puppet makers. How have you slipped Bernard's net, Geppetto? Very carefully, your father replies, but I will let my children speak for me. Their voices are a good deal sharp enough to bargain and make merry with you, forgotten 8th of Snow White's 7 dwarfs. What would you guys like to do?
Leonore shouldn't go first because she's just really excited now that she knows who it is.
You should absolutely go first.
I'm having a lot of difficulty with the 8th of 7 because that just means counting didn't work and whoever named them was just wrong, and it's really, really killing my brain right now. How are there 8 7 dwarfs? That doesn't make sense. It's like,
well, one was forgotten.
But then there would be 8 because it wouldn't be 7. So Etienne's not quite with it right now.
I suppose it'd be like father, for lack of, like, as much as we'd love to talk to these people you're acquainted with, the map, the regions, the districts, the lines, there's so much here that we still are at odds with. What is it that we're hoping to do? Do you want us to talk about the exploits of going past Bernard Wolf? Or would you prefer for us to, like, you know, get to know these people?
As you murmur that to Geppetto, his old hand, all stark with its blue varicose veins and liver spots, holds onto your arm with surprising strength. He says, my son, forgive me, I have not offered you guidance. Allow me to now. He looks over and says, 1 moment, and the dwarf says, okay. Geppetto says, and the others sort of loaf about, sort of looking at one another. The dwarf shrugs, goes back to the map for a moment, but still eyeing you all warily. Geppetto says, it is important that we work with the Forgotten 8th, I feel. Towards what end, I don't know. You'll have to discover what he wants, and what you want is to become human. In order to do so, you must claim the canary in the Castle Nightshade. The canary is a kind of a magical force, as I've told you before, that will imbue you with humanity, full humanity. Finally, but yes, you understand, my son, it is important for you to parley with this man, or to perhaps double-cross him, although I should not say that, Sir Lad, to double-cross him, perhaps.
Excellent.
Leonore is like, got it.
Oh no.
Knelt down, sorted, Not a problem. She
Oh,
really confidently,
Only an hour. Oh no. Oh, no.
she really confidently walks up to the dwarf and is like, "Buddy, my man, hot stuff, tip top, short king. Listen, we're looking for a canary in a what was the castle, Dad? Night
Castle
Castle.
Nightshade.
That's it.
That's a nice
We're looking for a canary in a nightshade castle. I don't know, is it made of night or shades? The name's a bit confusing. But we are looking for a canary, and if we can you can hook us up, if we can hook you up, we can just, it's kind of like a quid pro quo. We got this. Yeah.
Father, I don't think she understands what quid pro quo means.
There's like some fungal juices that have accumulated in the corner of this damn place, and like in the total silence that follows, there is a distinct splatting sound as some of it falls down, and the dwarf says, "You're his daughter, all right."
She's really pleased. She's like, "Thank you."
No. I'd be like, I take offense to that. Pretty sure she's adopted. I'm so sorry, Father, but like, there's so many signs.
It could be the other way though. Maybe
adopted
Silver
Dad?
was adopted.
Oh, sorry.
We're both intelligence-based. We're literally siblings.
Well, he could have adopted both of us.
Geppetto says, "In many ways, you adopted me into your hearts, which was my..." Anyway, says the dwarf, he says, "You're looking for entrance to Castle Nightshade.
Apparently.
Well, perhaps that can be arranged. You are aware of the situation within the city."
Totally. Up to speed.
Look,
Honest.
Mostly,
no.
yes.
Absolutely not. So I'd like to just point out one thing, if this is okay. Every single time we've done this, and we've talked to someone and been like, "Hey, we'd like this," they have always said, "Absolutely," with a caveat. Could you just get to the caveat? And like, just tell us what is the thing we need to do before we can do get the canary, because that would be really helpful.
I do have to say, if it's getting rid of that smell, we probably can't help.
The dwarf reaches into his beard, takes out a pipe that is somehow longer than his beard, puts it in his mouth, strikes a match, lights it. "The Fable Coalition must be taken down. Bernard Wolf, Rebecca Riding, and the others. Who else dwells within the castle?" You see, he consults his little map.
Her name is Rebecca Riding?
Correct. Her Red Riding. But he says, "Bernard Wolf and Rebecca Riding," he points, "are in Castle Nightshade. Hansel Gretel," he points, "in the gingerbread catacombs. Cinderella, Snow White, Belle, La Bête, no beauty is he, are in the House of Dark and Pale. Rumpelstiltskin, well, we don't know where he is. Goldilocks, her three bears, Jonathan Croak, Goldboy Goose, and the Naked Emperor are in the Winding Wood. Rapunzel and Jack Giant Slayer," and you watch as he points above the map to where a little cloud shape has been suspended, "are in the old fort. And Alice, the Blade of Oz." He looks around at the others. "We also don't know where she is." These few must be taken down, eliminated.
These few?
Here's-
There's
That was a lot more than few. That was like
a lot of names.
at least several to more than a dozen. Like, that was
That's
a
a lot
lot.
of caveats. We're only used to one or two caveats. That's a lot of caveats.
Let's start small. I'm good at that. Everyone laughs perfunctorily. He says, "At this point, my friends, let me tell you, within the Fable Coalition, there is a great deal of accumulated strength. Alas, amongst our forgotten eighth, we are strings snapped in a violin. We must be brought back together, mended, if we are to play beautifully. Here's the thing. In order for us to do that, we need manpower, woman power, dwarf power, elf power," says someone else. "No elves. We shall need in our organization. Strength and discipline and loyalty. I've attempted to foster these, and these few loyal folk around me, as well as those in the church, as well as a few other pockets throughout the city. We've provided a backbone, but indeed, the wooden structure, but we still need the damn strings. We still need more folk. Here's the thing, the caveat. In order for us to drum that up, we must make a statement. And that statement must be written in letters of blood. In order for us to do so, we require the help, the rather fortuitously arrived help, of, shall we say, hostile individuals. Not made of skin and muscle, but wood and willpower. We require a statement from such people for a recruitment drive. And then we'll be able to lend our strength to yours and eliminate the Fable Coalition, the strange Senate, then on to Castle Nightshade. And presto, your humanity. Sound about good?
Yeah, just one question. Out of all of these names,
Aye.
are there any of those that you think could defect to our cause? Or are they just past the point of, redemption?
Puffs at the pipe and blows what looks like a smoke ring and then a series of doves that go through the smoke ring. Rumpelstiltskin is an individual cloaked in malice and a strange munificence. And someone goes, what? Generosity. This individual is outside of our purview. We don't know what he's going to do. It's possible that he could be recruited. As for the rest, 'tis hard to know. Alice seems to be their assassin, their knife in the dark. To whom her loyalty belongs, we don't know. Perhaps she could be turned with the right... but you'd need...
Seems pretty fond of that rabbit.
Also,
You'd
we met
need
her dad. We
Yeah,
hung out with
might
Alice's
be able to
dad.
help.
Yeah.
a mad brother.
Lovely.
Yeah, he's pretty
Tides of
cool.
He's
chaos,
pretty
good
nice.
fun.
We liked him.
He's surprisingly handsomer than the stories tell, but still very mad. Perhaps if you
Yeah,
could find
mad.
him,
We're all a little mad, right?
I'm as sane as wallpaper.
Have you spoken to Wallpaper lately?
No.
So on just
See?
on the topic of allies, we also have a talking cat, which is really, really fun. He wears boots.
And we had really cool little turtle dude. Wasn't he a little turtle dude who helped us with the shell?
Geppetto says, what?
Slug.
I know. Oh
Slug
yeah, it was
people.
it's a snail, the snail person. That's
Oh,
right.
the snail that is
I
no
knew there
longer
was a
human,
shell
and
of some
the shield
sort.
goes, the shield
Tail,
says,
turtle.
turtle about me at the end of
Yes, because you're wonderful and we love you.
Well, I'm bashful, so I'm not going to respond, but you should know that in my heart, I'm roasting it right back. The dwarf says, back to business. It is essential for us to strike at one of these members. It is my opinion that you should target the one terrorizing the most within Red Riding's hood, not Rebecca herself, but, and he points at the Cloudtop Citadel.
Turning around to Dad, I'd be like,
Really?
yeah, sounds like a good idea, right, Dad? We should go to the Cloudtop Citadel.
Oh yes, that is where Jack the Giant Slayer slayed many cloud giants, and possibly where Rapunzel, according to some rumors I was hearing from some very drunk people while you were all off adventuring, they were very loud. I wished I could join them. So much fun. I heard that Rapunzel is Jack the Giant Slayer's current squeeze.
So there's like no roundabout way to get up there anyway, right? Because it's a stalk or hair.
I think that yes, the Forgotten Eighth would immediately respond to that and say, "Hey, 'tis Rapunzel's enchanted hair that granted him access in the first place. Clever bugger." And he says, "I might have one amongst my organization who could help you with that. Where is there you are." And he points towards our guest of the day. Lars, would you? So the Forgotten Eighth, the dwarf, whose name, by the way, the name does get to you guys. The Forgotten Eighth is called like the Sleepy, Dozy, etc. in the Seven Dwarfs. This is Rebellion. So yes, and he introduces who's our character.
Oh, so good to meet you all. I am Erasmus Balthasar Owzer. Oh, you do look mighty fine. Oh, yes, never mind the name Owzer. I used to be a scrapper when I was young. You, you may have heard of me. I was a
Geppetto,
bit of a...
Dad, have you heard of him? I think it might be your age demographic.
I don't. Well, compared to this fellow, I'm not just a spring chicken. I'm, I'm the winter before the spring chicken. He said.
You're the egg.
Yes, exactly. Well said, Etienne. At this point, Lars, tell us what your character looks like.
Well, it has been a bit since I came out of the egg, and it was rather funny that I heard you mention a turtle earlier, and I am often confused with a turtle. I am a turtle.
Turtle. You're a turtle.
Yeah. My
Turtle.
dude is basically a humanoid turtle. So picture the turtles, only way smaller, way more buff, and just too old for truth. I mean, this bugger has skin just hanging off of him. The scales are faded, and every part of his shell is just covered in old rents and scars and slashes. But yes, I mean, you may have heard of me. I used to be a bit of a celebrity.
Leonor is immediately like, I love him. I love him. He's in. I don't care if he looks like a stiff breeze would kill him. He's in.
Just out of character for a moment, I'm pretty sure that Lars has sabotaged his own microphone so that we have to listen into the old guy speaking.
But you want to climb the castle, then?
Yeah.
That is where you...
I think he said castle. Did he say
Climbing the castle?
I think he said
How-
climbing the castle.
I'm not very good at climbing.
It's clouds. Can we not just float up?
I'll carry you, sis.
Have you
Don't worry.
seen a cloud before? You fall through it, Silva.
So I turn to the leader of the Forgotten Eight and ask, you have not explained what the circumstances of the castle are, have you?
You watch as he places the pipe back in his beard and produces an even longer ear horn. He slides into his old wispy-haired ear hole and says, "Once again, there. Oh yes, the circumstances of the castle. Oh, you can illuminate them."
Oh yes. Yeah, well, it isn't quite far up there. I mean, you are, of course, you know about how they used to get up there, right? The giants, they used to climb
With the
down
beanstalks.
these mighty, oh, you have heard of them, the mighty beanstalks. They were wonderful. Those beans were to die for. I used to eat nothing but the beans in my time. However, you should stop getting me distracted. It happens. But we need to get one of the beans. If we do that, I will be able to make it grow for you. And we shall climb and we shall have fun. We will use our bronze.
We will use our what?
Bronze! Are your ears not functioning?
Our bras?
Our arms.
Bronze. BRAWNS.
Oh.
I speak turtle.
I walk over and I pat her arms. Well, that will not be an issue for you, young lady. You're so magnificent.
Leonora is just like, that's it, he's in. I'll carry him up any fucking beanstalk. We're in. Here we go.
Leonora, do you want to roll to see if you think he's a ride?
Oh
As a
yeah,
male
I
character.
haven't done that. I haven't done that since the second session. Let's do this. Okay, let me see if I think the turtle is hot.
I don't approve of this roll.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I got a 2.
She fudged that roll intentionally.
I did not. I'm holding it. I did not.
Mm.
So
That
she
looks
doesn't
like a
think.
D6, Rachel.
Add. Oh, you want me to do a D6?
No, it looks like a D6. I'm joking. I'm
No.
joking. Also, Lars, at every point your character looks interested, you look like your mouth is narrowing into a cat's unholy anus. It's just very funny to me. The Forgotten Eight says, acquiring a being of that magical potency would not be easy. I think you'd have to ask around the city, uncover any leads possible. And Geppetto says, my children are more than capable. Eighth, rebellion. Perhaps you and I can catch up after all this time. And he says, I'd be willing to share my smoke with you. No, just the talking. Okay, and you watch as a pipe is pressed into Geppetto's hand. Okay, right, smoking up. He says, don't wait up, and the two of them head off together. And the four of you now, substantiated in a little group, will be searching for the beans themselves. Okay. The skill challenge this time is going to work in a bit of a different way. See, things in Tegeste Lipo are moving in a strange, shapeless flux, like a kind of a hideous amoeba. The state of things in the city underneath the Fable Coalition's power means that threat courses under every cobblestone and over every rooftop. And it is very possible that things can get worse or better for the citizens at any moment. So, as you guys basically accumulate successes, you will always succeed this skill challenge. You will find the magic bean. But the longer it takes you to do so, the more hideous events will happen to the citizens in the meantime, and those will have negative consequences that I will keep track of for future sessions and potentially the finale of the game. So, yes.
Etienne has a question.
Please.
Do these beans have a specific type of scent to them? Like,
it's a very skill challenge-esque question. Are you hoping to make a perception check in the skill challenge?
Yeah, like if they have a smell to them, then I could use telepathic speech with like the rats or other little animals that are around in the city to try and find where the beans are.
Absolutely, part of the skill challenge. And with that, KT moves us into proceedings like an excellent great hound.
Sorry.
God. No, I love it. So, does anyone else?
Wait. Are you going to emotionally like destroy us with what you've just said? In that, oh, by the way, there will be repercussions that you won't know about now, but based on how shit you do, everything dies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Can you just promise me that you won't use any cute voices on things or like really, really compelling, interesting characters that are then snuffed?
Do it, Jack. I want to cry. I want to feel something. I haven't felt something in so long.
It's been so long since she's had something that it's been Ernie really since someone.
Literally, it's you killed Ernie. And I haven't had a good cry since. So come on.
And Lars, your character will care about it as much as he cares about it. But you're also part of the skill challenge, my friend, completely substantiated. Lars, it's been a while since we did a skill challenge together. It's basically looking at the old list of skills from athletics all the way down, and choosing which one how your character might find the magic bean within Red Riding's hood. We'll keep this to the slum dog area. And yes, and to the terraced houses and that sort of suppurating sense of closeness. Okay, my friends, KT, did you have any ideas at all on this, or will
like would it be insight, or like what would it be that like?
I got you. So, for reaching out with telepathic bond to attempt to sort of negotiate with the rats, this would probably be either animal handling or it would be perception, your choice, with the perception of the rats.
Okay. Ugh, I have crappy extra saves on those anyway.
Skill challenge starts easy and gets harder as it goes on.
Okay, it's a D20 I use, right?
Exactly.
Just have to. I found my die. Okay. Okay. 14 plus 1, 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. So as the rat, do you have one rat in particular or a group?
One creature, so one rat.
Katie, what is this rat's name?
Fred.
Okay.
How you doing? So he's been the scent of this thing is pretty pungent, and I've been following it for quite a while now. I thought it was just some cheese, but I think I'm onto it. So I can tell you all about it if you want. You seem like such a nice person.
I would love to.
That rat killed. I mean, I just made the cube versus.
I would love to know where these beans are, and I will gladly procure you some cheese as a reward.
Okay, are we talking like a hard cheese? Or are we talking a soft brie?
Or what is your favorite cheese?
I gotta tell you, I like the whole charcuterie board, baby. I like the whole thing.
Well, how about we get you 2 little pieces of different cheese? That sound good?
Gosh, one for the morning and one for the night. That sounds terrific. Do you need like a friend? Do you want me to ride around with you like in a pocket?
I would love that.
I can get some cheese. We can make this.
I think you're wonderful.
Okay, I think you're pretty great too. We just met, but I got a sense for people and cheese. That's me. That's Fred.
Okay, like just smush the rat. Am I the only one thinking of it?
If I had to pick you or Fred, fucking Fred wins every time.
Okay, Fred. If you could, do you think you can find these beans for us?
Yeah, sure. I was talking to my friend Frederick Wiskerson, and he's short and we share Fred in common. And his friend Paul. We're kind of in a nice triad together. Yeah, I can guide you along. Keep that good hard dairy coming. Thanks.
That'd be awesome.
Oh my God, it's so good. Jesus, Lord of
Indiana's gonna procure frickin' cheese like it's going.
Jesus is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, He's our Lord. He died for our sins.
Fred, Fred, you are, and I say this with all the love. I mean, Leonora can't actually understand them, but she gets a good vibe. She's like, you are unbelievable.
He looks at you.
Squeak. Squeak and squeaker.
I want to get him armor. I don't want him to die.
Little Fred says to you,
Hey, you get me armored up, and forever I'll be your matzo fella. We're gonna have a good time. I can't camembert all these jokes. Really getting to the rind of things. Caught a bug.
Jack, please, just make Lenore do a dex saving throw to see if she crushes him while trying to pet Fred.
Okay. So Etienne succeeded. We're on to our second part of the skill challenge. Who's up next?
Okay, what am I doing?
No, can
"No,
I go
you
next?
succeeded. You're good. You did good."
You're not allowed to squash my rat.
You spot all over my computer screen, KT. God damn it.
Fred has fraud.
Totally.
Holy shit.
Okay, what am I rolling?
No, you've
You
already
already
succeeded.
rolled.
Oh, okay. I thought
You
you told me I had to
succeeded. You
roll
did good.
again.
Sorry,
No,
Jack.
no.
Jack, did you have to take off your fucking shirt to clean your screen after spitting all over it because you laughed too hard?
I don't know what you're talking about, Rachel. You're talking crazy. All right, let's just
Okay.
get the fucking nooks and crannies there. I think I'm going over the keyboard. I'm messaging very, very dirty images to the chat. Hopefully not. Okay, here we go.
So, my friends, my Romans, my countrymen, who is next in this?
I will go next with persuasion.
Exceptional.
So, if you recall back
Yes.
when we were saved the animal folk from the goblins,
Yes.
we met one of Jack the Giant Slayer's party.
Did you?
Yes, we did. As in, like, and she had promised us all these weapons and stuff. I wonder
Yes,
if
you did. The mayor of the town. Yes, you did.
yes,
Mayor Aliforna Upsize. God,
yes.
that's such a Jack name. God damn it.
Yeah. So I was hoping to persuade that because we've already assisted in Jack the Giant Slayer's party, someone that was in that party, that would potentially give goodwill by name dropping her in trying to persuade for information on where we might be able to procure a bean that her and her party would have once used.
That's incredibly smart. Okay. This is... Brian, are you feeling performance? Persuasion?
I was going to go persuasion.
Yeah.
So because it's kind of stretching a bit. So...
Yeah, I think for sure persuasion.
So that is 17 plus 4, 21.
That's incredible. Yes, I think that you basically leverage this. I think you're able to leverage the fact that you knew Aliforna Upsize, and I think that it guides you closer along this whole thing. Brian, goblin or little girl?
Ooh, who gets to die? No, I'm always going to pick the little girl.
Brian, no.
What's her name?
Rachel.
But it can be spelt with an A-E-L.
Yes. It isn't. It can be, but it isn't in this case. So so my friend, as you're speaking to a...
What does the little girl sound like, Jack?
Well, this is the thing, is that as Silver is speaking to a few folks, one of their daughters approaches, and I think it's in a busy tavern, and I think that tavern is seedy, and we've got that kind of grimy brown quality to the air, and the smell, that rich and yet somehow sour
really stale beer.
That's exactly right. So exactly, and that's kind of pullulating on the air. And then we've got this little girl who comes up, and she's dipped her head in a bucket of red food coloring, and it's just seeping right down onto the face, and kind of dripping from the ends of the hair, and just like and also just like sort of despite her young age, she does have a nose piercing. Who is watching this child? But well, maybe perhaps a fabulous parent. But anyway, anyway, she says,
Let's go and do your accent.
Do I try to do Rachel's accent?
Yeah, do it.
I don't think I can. That's the point. I think the closest I can probably get is, hello, how are you? I'm Rachel. It's so nice to meet you. And what's your name? Here, shake my hand. Shake my hand, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Your hand, sir. Thank you.
Is she also really short?
No, she's pretty tall.
Oh.
She goes, and then you realize, in fact, that she is on stilts, and she shakes your hand and says, "What's your name?"
I'm Silver.
That's amazing, because this is mad. This is gonna sound mad, but I've got this. And she takes out what looks like a small squirrel, and that squirrel seems to be a kind of a silver statuette. And she goes, "It's mad that you say that, because I'm really good at working with silver and other little metals. So do you want to see? And she taps the nut that the squirrel is holding, and a button compresses, and the squirrel animates. Its mechanical gears moving inside it, and it scampers up onto your shoulder. And she says, "Oh, silver for silver." Mad. But yeah, cool. Whatever. Yeah, cool.
That's
Okay, that's not
extraordinary.
Did
It's
it
not
just
a-
make Rachel touch Silver's nuts?
Dreadful. Thank you, Lars.
So now Silver gets a pet dragon and a pet mechanical squirrel.
Yeah. Roll good.
And she says, "Would you like that?"
I would. How much would it cost? This is obviously a fantastic little piece of engineering. I couldn't take it from you for free.
I just couldn't help but notice. Right. Okay. I confess. I was watching you come down the road, and you looked to be fiddling around with something, and it looked very interesting to me, and I did sort of shall we say, engineer this whole thing, kind of meeting you. But I was wondering if you could maybe show me a few things. Would that be all right?
Absolutely. I would love to.
Right. Okay. Great. My dad owns this. His name is Coal Woman. He owns this shop, this tavern that we're in.
Just clicked. Just
Yep.
clicked. Yeah.
And Coal Woman, he goes, hello, I'm Coal Woman. We have books, we have pints. Would you care for? And he says, I see you're chatting away to Rachel. No stranger to a chat, is she? And he says, I'll get you a pint. I'll get you to a pint. Not for you though. Pint of milk. And he slides a pint of milk over to Rachel. So yeah, I feel like that impression got kinder over time. But the got slightly kinder over time.
But no, this is wonderful. I can see exactly where this is going, so I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Silver, I think for so that's a successful check, and you also have a little silver companion. Just take a note that it has 3 hit points, and it can be used as a bonus action, and it can grant the help action. And it'll do that once per combat, which essentially can give advantage on attack rolls. So we have KT's tracker, we have a gift from Rachel, we have silver, and now we move on to the third part of our skill challenge. I think we should probably go with Leonora.
I wonder where the inspiration for Coal Woman came from. Also happens. You haven't met my dad. Have you met my dad?
Not yet. I know his name is Coleman.
Yeah, my dad's name is Coleman. But what I loved about that is you fucking nailed how he sounds.
I've never met him.
You had it. You have the essence. You had it there. You had it. I really enjoyed that a whole lot. Coal Woman sounds like a legend.
I know Rachel for a long time now, and I know certain phrases she deployed, such as "I confess" and that kind of thing. It's just terrific. It's just so. Rachel, tell me about your skill challenge.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
So, headcanon.
Yes.
Leonora is searching through the city. So she's running around and she's trying to see, can she physically find a beam, right? So what it looks like in my head, okay, is that scene from Arcane when Vi is like Icep's like so powerful that cannot be contained, and she's like leaping off buildings and running around and like searching. That's my headcanon for what Leonora is doing.
Wow, that's athletics.
It's
But are you really that coordinated?
In my head, I am. Let us see how I roll. Okay, here we go. Oh, she rolled a 25.
Incredible. Rachel, let's go with strange, enigmatic aristocrat, genius beggar. Who would you prefer?
The genius beggar, someone on my level.
Okay. What's their name?
Thaddeus.
As you're leaping between as you're leaping betwixt different buildings, the city streets a blur beneath you. You land on one in a superhero pose, actually semi-cracking the tile underneath your strong muscular calves and feet. As you look out across the city, as it seems to be a new day has dawned, and it seems to be moving toward afternoon, the golden light sweeping through the city like a strange golden brush through such desiccated corridors. You can hear beside you, bugger it.
Leonora kind of stops and she heard ribbit. So she just stops and she goes, ribbit.
You turn around and you can see what looks like underneath a huge rumpled coat, underneath what looks like an enormous top hat that seems to have been compressed by the entire city's bottoms and then eventually frumped out and placed back upon the head so that the top is splayed up. The figure whose beard is not so much a beard of hair so much as bristles and crust, what looks like a stain that seems to be black, white, and red all over across the shirt and the chest. The most terrific smell engulfs you, which seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to slip in and out of your sinuses as if perusing you and you perusing it. This man with his smell, and he says, "Bugger it! I told him."
I'm sure you did. What you tell him?
Oh, fresh-faced and wise and turning round and round and Slipknot.
And they didn't listen though, did they?
Smells Millennium Hand and Shrimp. He says, and do you? What is Leonora doing? You're just leaning next to him.
So I think Leo, she's jumping around. She hears this. She assumes he's saying ribbit. She turns around and expects a frog, and this man with a crumpled hat is there, right? So she's just like, do you know what? She sits down. She takes out a hip flask, which I'm retconning that she always had. Flips off the top, takes a sip, and offers it to him.
What's in the hip flask?
Whiskey Coke.
Nice. How much gold do you have, Rachel?
Oh, I have 130 silver pieces.
Oh my god, real good. Oh, Brian.
I thought we had a lot more gold.
No, I gave away a bunch of it, so this is all I have left now because I gave it away accidentally that one time.
Again? No, but remember we had the we had the golem dude or whatever he was who was carrying like a whole tray of our gold.
Oh, but not on her. In fairness,
Okay.
Okay. In this case, Rachel, mark off. Let's say 20 gold, 20 of the silver pieces, and as you offer it towards him, you and did you? What did you get on your athletics check again? It was really good.
25.
Yeah, I thought so. You watch as the figure looks down towards the city streets, looks back to you, winks, blinks his eyes one after the other, really slowly, like a kind of strange horny toad, and he says, "Milk on the sideways passage." I told him. Hands it back to you.
I bet you did fucking tell him, but milk on the side is the only way it is. Takes a slug.
As you down it and look away, he says, "You're close to the bean. You got to get a little closer. Head southwest along the route." And as you look back, you can see he says, "I told him. I said, bugger it, Millennium and Shrimp."
And because Leonora, she didn't actually think there was anything to this. She just was like, here's an excuse to sit down and chat. And then she's realized what he's just said. And she goes, "You fucking legend." And then she gets up and she heads on. I don't know why Leonora has gotten more Irish in this session.
Yes,
but, she has. And she holds out her hand to shake it.
To shake his hand?
Yeah, sorry, to shake his, yeah.
Absolutely. So as you touch his hand, make a perception check.
Oh, Is it Rumpelstiltskin? Is this actually Rumpelstiltskin? Wait, no, actually, sorry. I'll do it in D&D Beyond, so it's
I got
extra.
you. I got you.
Okay, I have no perception. Let's see how well this goes. Ooh! 19.
So, as you head away, after shaking his gloved hand with its fingerless little elements and the fingers all tobacco stained and oddly runny, as you make your way away, you pat your purse and find you are 13 silver pieces lighter, and that there's a little crumpled paper next to it, and on the paper is a drawing of a dog taking a shit.
She's not even mad. She
It's
thinks
quite
it's funny.
good. It's quite a good
She
picture.
thinks she folds it up and she pops it in her armor next to her heart.
Okay, perfect. This is 3 successes. You guys are rolling beautifully. Let's go for our final.
No pressure, Lars. Zero pressure.
Turtle power.
Don't be selfish.
When I was but a snapper, I used to be a bit of a party animal. They used to call me the nocturnal. I had a castle, you know. I had a bunch of castles, but I used to handle the smoke. And did you know you can smoke those magical beans? And I know where they used to grow them, what they need to grow them. So they don't grow just anywhere. So basically, I'm going for a nature check, just based on my dude knows which kinds of circumstances they need in the city to grow.
That's clever.
things.
That's smart, Lars. I like that. Yeah, you can make your nature check. Absolutely.
So,
Tell me what you gear.
that's 5 plus
Perfect.
plus 4, so 9.
Okay, 9. So, as you make your, shall we say, horticultural pass at this particular attempt, 19 in our hearts, types Rachel in our chat. Alas, 9 on the dice. Okay.
Sorry, I love that the druid's first nature roll.
As this happens, let me think. Which one of these could I use for Lars's nature check? Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. So as you all assemble up with Owzer, Mr. Owzer, Esquire, you form up into your group, and as you do so, you can see that you are beneath the Cloudtop district itself. Between the 3 of your efforts and having acquired new acquaintances, you are able to, you watch as Mr. Owzer is kind of looking around and scouting the area, his turtleish brow all wrinkled up with puzzlement, but as you hand him the bean, he looks up, and there's seemingly a moment of total catharsis in which it all comes together. However, you all watch as balloons begin to float down into the city itself, and as the first child that runs up and grabs it moves to their mother, and you see that lots of people are beginning to gather now, and you're in the middle of a street, so you can see the houses and the tenement shacks all higgledy-piggledy squashed together in this Red Riding's hood, and you can see all of these people craning out of their windows and pushing aside their laundry and squashing out their cigarettes, taking a look at these strange pink and white and blue balloons coming down all around you in a cornucopia, and people seem extremely puzzled, and yet as the child brings it to their mother and others are grabbing them, she says, "Mama, look," and as the mother looks, the balloon pops and the first scream fills the air. At this point, my friends, the bean shivers sinks into the ground and begins to shoot up into the air. The group have a choice. Would you like to investigate to see what's happening down here and try to help, or would you like to take a potential advantage in whatever fight is to come by heading straight up the beanstalk? It's your choice, and both have benefits and both have problems.
I don't know if I can leave the people getting acid rained on by the fucking balloons. Like, but how are we going to stop them? Wouldn't we have to get up there to stop them from coming down? Plus, I'm telling Fred to jump in my pocket so he doesn't get any splash.
I'm
Okay.
in, sister, I'm in.
Excellent.
So what I would like to do is stay down here and not have an advantage, and to see if we can help people. My initial thought would be to use thaumaturgy to give myself a booming voice to warn people away from the balloons that they're explosive, and to show I could use thaumaturgy, then another cantrip of firebolt to make one of them explode in air to show like this bad.
Leonora has a question.
Yes.
Silver, are you ill?
Are you still looking for the directions he gave you? Where you're literally like on the other side of the city being like, where the fuck is south?
Hey, did I immediately forget them the second the beggar said them? Yes. Did I need to remember them? No, because I rolled fucking well.
But no, in all fairness though, like a child has literally given me a mechanical squirrel. And I'm there kind of looking at this going like, oh my god, another artificer in the making. This is so cool. So
Okay.
I am not abandoning them.
It all makes sense now. Yes, this makes sense. I'm also not going to abandon them. I don't know what I'll do with
How
acid
convenient.
balloons. Okay.
Yeah, my only thought was if we go up, maybe we can stop the balloons coming down, but that wouldn't stop the balloons that are already coming down from
Indeed,
hurting
indeed.
them. So
Indeed. I've got you. Although Etienne, we can take it into account that whatever Etienne does to stop this event, her kind of involvement might involve quenching it at its source. If you look up, you will see who's causing this. And finally, our turtle friend, Mr. Owzer, Bartholomew.
I will do whatever you decide. I feel a bit shell-shocked at the moment.
I mean, Lars, I know this is going to sound crazy, and I know you're a new player at the table. Take a D6 inspiration dice. You've been crushing it with the puns. It's just phenomenal. And actually, for the rest of the players, take a D4 for your individual scenes. Just glorious stuff. So, my friends, thaumaturgy, that is extremely clever, Brian, and will have a positive effect. This is not a skill challenge. You are going to succeed here regardless of what you do, but it depends on your character. Leonora, is she just hulking out and pushing the balloons aside?
Yeah, listen, she's gonna rage
Yes.
straight off the bat, and she's just gonna, possibly not the most intelligent thing, but our girl, it's not her thing.
Yes.
Try and knock the balloons out of the way without breaking them, if she can.
Yes, you have
Like,
seen.
I want to ask about the level. Like, are they like, could she climb on a building and then kind of push them out of the way?
So we have about.
Are they super high up?
There's about 30,000 balloons
Oh.
flowing down around, and they're quite small. And inside each one of them is a tiny swarm of what looks like hideous proboscis spouting mosquito-like creatures. You know those huge long proboscis noses? I think that's how you pronounce that word. It's an odd one, and I've always liked it.
No, that's totally not how you say it, Jack. God, I'm so embarrassed for you.
Yes,
How
it's
would you
actually
pronounce it?
proboscis.
It's actually proboscis.
I don't like either of those. Okay, so Katie, your from your vantage point as you're scaling this thing, you would see the flowing golden hair, the narrow yet chiseled jaw, completely clean shaven, the aquiline nose and the clear blue eyes and the clear brow, the muscular form underneath what looks like forest green armor. It looks like leather and chainmail. This absolutely stunning figure equipped with what looks like hanging onto a huge tangle of hair that makes his look flaxen, like dreadful wheat. This hair is so golden it seems to radiate a pulsing glow. He's hanging onto it, has hooked one of his feet through it. Down from the Cloudtop Tower, Jack the Giant Slayer is riding Rapunzel's hair down.
Okay.
He's shaking loose the balloons and he is laughing maniacally.
Okay, so how far away from me is he? Like 30
At
feet?
his elevation, and as the beanstalk is growing up, it is about 200 feet
So he's still 200 feet away from me.
currently, but you are climbing.
How far can I move in like one turn? Like, can I?
Probably
If you were
30.
Yeah, 30, and if you would use your action, it becomes 60, but you're climbing, so that speed is slightly reduced.
Damn it, because I need to be 150 from him
To do
to
the action
use
itself.
to use what I want to do. Yeah.
I got you. Is it the case that you can do something else in the meantime to help with the balloons?
Not really. I was contemplating trying to calm the people down, but I'm a little too far away if I'm already climbing up toward him.
I would allow it, Katie. What would you have in mind?
Okay, well, I was going to use calm emotions
That's
and
perfect.
try and calm them down and so that they can actually hear what Silver's doing when he intones the, calm down, stay away from the balloons, so that they're more receptible for his persuasion there, like for him to be able to be effective.
Katie, you're crushing it. It's the case that your calm emotions, if you cast that, will absolutely have a very positive effect here.
Okay.
Lastly, our turtle. What can you offer to proceedings, Mr. Owzer? Is Lars trying to unmute? You're okay. I'm so sorry, Lars. I put you on the spot.
He's
Sorry,
actually his age. As in, how do I unmute?
I was looking at my skills and got tapped away. Come to me, children. I will provide shelter. And then
Do not go near him.
I use my cantrip to produce flames, to force flames to pop any balloon that comes too close.
So smart. Yes. Okay.
Wait, can I change what I do?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I also have a cantrip thaumaturgy. Okay.
Oh.
No,
So-
don't contradict me.
I'm not. I promise. Right? What I want to do instead is I want to roll to intimidate. Okay? I want to roll to intimidate Jack.
Oh, I thought the balloons.
The Giant Slayer himself. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. That's clever. Make an intimidation check.
Okay. I'm using thaumaturgy so he can hear me.
Yes, for sure. Nice.
Oh no, I got 10 in total.
That is okay. But my friend, in fact, your words might have had an effect. Circumstances work against you. It's just chance.
Can I say what I yell?
Yeah, please.
Jack Beanie, instead of worrying about the balloons, you should worry about that receding headline. Get down here.
So one person in the crowd goes, I think she means hairline, Johnny.
Shit.
You're right. You're right,
And that's
Howard.
why you failed. That's literally why you failed, because it made no sense.
I did that on purpose.
See, this is the thing about Rachel. She's like Daniel Day-Lewis. She method acts. So it's I really missed this. So at this point, also, Jack's I'm going to do a bit of the maniacal laughter. So anyone listening at the moment, if you'd like to turn it down a little or something like that, I just wanted to give you fair warning. Don't want to bust your eardrums. So fair warning there. As Jack empties out the final one of the balloons, this cascading flow of balloons, and as the mosquitoes begin to prick at each of you, they vanish into dust. And as everyone looks in bafflement and horror, all of the color slammed out of their faces, also pale and horrified, you hear, they're not even real! Come on, baby, bring me back up. And you watch as he is lifted back up into the cloud district. People roar after him their disapproval, at which point disperse. You watch as the bobbies, the puppet police force, move out into the crowd, people pushing back against them, but not the beginnings of a riot. Maybe long ago there could have been a riot, but these people are too broken at heart. The strings in the violin are broken, the melody, the music not playing. They dissipate, they flow away, horrified, their chests shaking with panic attacks barely subsided, or indeed panic attacks in motion. Everyone's so frightened of what's just happened, and they're unable to do a damn thing. The bobbies, one of them moves past the turtle, gives your shell a little tap, and says, "License for shell."
License? I don't need no stinking license. Do I? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a slowpoke. But I can remember this. I can remember this. I can remember anything that's happened in my day. I have total recall.
You watch as several gears twist and turn, and you watch as the puppet's head corkscrews all the way around from a sedentary, lifeless one to one that has it's carved into a hideous frown, and you watch as the eyes within it begin to fluctuate, blue to red, and license. You produce it?
Have a license.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think you would. I think you were searching.
Oh, of course.
As it reads it, you watch as scans, hands it back. Thank you, citizen, and moves off. As Leonora, as one moves past you, you see one of them is very, very bulkily built, and you have a hideous moment where when it looks towards you, it looks just like you. And then when it turns away, and perhaps when you look around again, no, not like you at all. Surely not. You're nothing like these things. Right? What would you guys like to do? The beanstalk is growing.
I think I'm still hanging on the beanstalk.
For sure.
Right? Like I haven't moved, and now I can't use my action to do what I was gonna do, which was gonna be awesome, by the way. I was really excited to use that action. Anyway, it's fine.
I think it's time, like, first of all, just kind of like doing a quick check to see, like, did we make the right choice of, like, are the people safe, things like that. I imagine we'd be able to.
Did we?
determine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did we limit the damage?
This is the thing. It was an illusion the whole time. The little mosquitoes faded into dust, as I was saying, and were illusory. Jack merely attempting to instill a little bit of misery and mayhem rather than harm, although perhaps the harm just took a different form.
Yeah, we're going up that fucking beanstalk right now.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, guys.
Well, I'm already on it, so I'm just climbing.
No, 100%.
Fred and I we're there.
Leonora, could those wonderful arms of you, could they carry me? You think my arms are too short for this?
Not a fucking problem, Turtle Master. Hop on this back. I got room to spare. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just get on the beanstalk. Like.
So, scaling up and up and up, you can see glimmering like a little line of silver with your little squirrel on top, and the two of you recognize a little thin thread of silver, the River Glinda, running through several of the districts above you. In fact, you think it might run through all 5. Your father's words come to you, my friends. I'm going to give you a super quick snapshot of each of these districts. You'll have more time to explore them later, but for a moment, as you scale higher and higher towards the giant slayer Rapunzel and this old cloud giant owned fortress now, Fort Jack, you can see Red Riding's Hood, this sort of ghetto-ish malaise, all pockmarked below you. You can see Aesop district, which is the seaside, and you watch as the sea spreads out in that direction, the Lumen Lantern Sea, and you can see the docks, and yes, there you can see Castle Nightshade, where Bernard Wolfe and Rebecca Riding hold residence. You can see the Anderson district. This artsy district seems to be full of toy makers, and you imagine that it's full of expressionism and graffiti and gorgeous things. Perhaps you'll see it soon. And the Kipling district, full of business and commerce, and the Irving district, a woody, cozy place. What a strange marriage of elements this city is. Home, it says to you, home, troubled home, home nonetheless. You are almost there, almost at the fortress itself. Who knows what will await you over the walls, over the Barbican. My friends, as you head up, our portal friend can relate to you that this citadel up here in the clouds, as the clouds skim across you and as you disappear into them and call out to each other and whisper to each other as best you can, this citadel was once called Iderhaupt, essentially referring to the cumulus cloud within the giant tongue. As you reach it, you realize that there is what seems to be the remains of a barrier in the way. Lars, your character, Mr. Owzer himself, would know what this is. Around the strongholds in the city, a barrier has been constructed. The Forgotten Eighth is working on a method to take down that barrier, but around Jack's citadel, it is the weakest and possible to pass through with some discomfort, thus making it the obvious first choice for your attack. But he's working on a method to take down those other protective barriers, the most powerful of which surrounds Castle Nightshade. Jack's fort is an old cloud giant stronghold, as I've said. They're very nebulous architects. The walls and turrets are white and gold above you. Pink, blood red, and deep blue too. A cloudy sky undergoing changes from sunset to daytime to sunrise, and then again and again in these sort of delightful elliptical patterns. My friends, as we're about to arrive here into the fray, potentially, is there any preparatory action you'd like to make before we go into a kind of initiative order? Because you're going to jump right over that wall and get into combat.
I rage.
Delish.
And I go big.
I'm simply trying to get over the fact that we just climbed up a fucking beanstalk, and I don't like to look down because if we fall down, we're all going to shatter into a million pieces. So I'm just trying to get over that and get my feet on solid ground.
So Leonora hops Mr. Owzer, his lordship, Mr. Owzer, off her back, sets him down, goes over to Etienne, because she knows her sister is kind of a little nervous about heights, and is just like, I got you. It's okay. Don't worry. If you get scared, come over to me, all right?
Yep.
And then as she's passing, she goes, Silver, fuck you. Just for good measure. Just to balance it out.
My hand was literally up to give heroism. And I'm like, turtle power.
Oh, no.
And I give heroism to Mr. Owzer.
That's very, very kind of you.
Fred thinks he should have got it, but that's okay.
That's okay.
So much. Do you think I believe I forgot my weapon. Does anybody have a spare?
Leonora's just frantically going. She's like, okay, what you want? What you want? I got a hand axe. I got a javelin.
I'm strong. I can handle it.
Just for fun for this, okay? I would kind of like to put warding bond on Lars so that if Lars dies, I die.
Do you do that?
Do it.
Yeah, fuck it. So
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
I'd get warding, so it makes him resistant to all damage, and his AC is +1 whenever I'm within 60 feet of him. But I take the same amount of damage he does.
Oh god, we're fucked.
No, because here's the thing. That's going to keep Lars real safe. That's going to be really good. That is actually the kindest. That's really kind. Silver, for your kindness, a D4.
Oh, excellent.
And Lars, you now benefit from heroism and from warding bond. Okay. So, my friends, as you make your way up, you can see what looks like the castle. It's sort of a Bailey and Moss situation. So we've got the main stronghold, and we have the courtyard itself, and we have several other outstructures. However, in a different, of course, this being a giant structure, as you make your way down over the other side, any elements of defense you can see here would be small, but as you make your way down, keeping into the shadows, of course, you are careful, folks. You don't see anyone. There's no one there. You look around at this gigantic structure, the clouds fluctuating in the stone, and there's nothing. There's nothing at all. What would you like to do?
Perception check to see if we're fucking
Yeah.
tripping balls.
Same.
You can make a perception check, absolutely.
Yeah, how'd yours go, Rachel?
16.
16 is pretty good.
What
Right.
check are we making? Sorry, my
I got
human
a 5, so I'm
child.
pretending I never did
Okay.
a perception check.
No,
just
you
like,
never
Oh.
did. Like, and Leonora knows this, and she's like, no, don't. You keep watch on your.
Are we all supposed to be doing perception checks?
You can absolutely do one, should you wish to.
Because I got a
And-
natural 20.
Excellent. And
So
do we
plus whatever would make it like 23.
It's good. And Lars, do you wish to make one as well? Or perhaps we've lost him for the moment.
He's having a nap.
Yes, that's right. Oh, we have him.
Sorry, I'm just because
Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Do you need a few minutes?
just a single minute.
I got you. Take your time. Take your time. So, my friends, as I like the idea that as the rest of the characters are moving, his character is moving like that. So, like, waddlingly, slowly. So, my friends, Etienne, you are not surprised and have a chance to alert the party that something is about to happen. You're not sure what, but you can feel it like a coiled spring about to snap. You have a
Something's
chance.
about to happen.
Oh, you just said. God damn it. You said-
Guys, watch
like-
out. Something's
like a
about to happen.
I like you say it like a Bond girl. Something's about to happen.
Guys,
Whatever.
heads up. Something's fucking happening.
Hey, Daniel Craig, what's up? Something happened. Me. So okay, at this point, it's not even my favorite Bond, it's Sean Connery. So he
I love Sean Connery.
is just terrific. So at that point, my friend, there is a dullness. All of the stones snap into night. The clouds drifting across them. Immediately, you have the sense that an avalanche is happening behind you. As you look around, it's clear that the stones of the castle wall are not falling. They're perfectly fine, but the pressure is there, and you're forced forward at a terrific rate. Your body scooped up from below you as you are literally brought in an invisible landslide. And as you look around you, not invisible, cubes and bricks of cloud have formed up out of the ether and scooping you deeper into the courtyard itself. Everyone can take a reaction, but in fact, in this case, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Is it really not just an illusion though? Because weren't they just using illusions?
This is a physical effect, and
Oh, okay.
it is one that you will all make with advantage because KT warned you in her sultry Bond girl voice. Oh, Lars made a face. Oh, Lars, you're a turtle with a big shell.
Now I'm probably going full defensive just now.
Lars, you don't have to make the check. You're fine.
I keep
So
getting natural 20s, guys. Natural
That'll
20s.
fucking work. That'll work. How did everyone else do?
30
18.
20.
Oh yeah. Brian?
I got an 18, but I did have to use one of my lucky dice.
However, you
Oh,
all
no.
succeed taking 0 damage as you are, instead of being crushed under the weight of these things, Etienne, with your natural 20, grabbing onto Leonora's hand, Leonora grabbing onto Silver's, and Silver reaching back with his feet, hooking through the holes in the top of the turtle shell as he is retreated into, and all of you form a conga line that is pushed and propelled, and then landing safely just in time to see 2 boots emerge from the citadel itself and come down as a figure leans out of a window and says, "Hi." It's Jack. You watch as he comes forward towards you and he says, "Welcome. I assume you saw the show. How nice of you to come, not go. I'm trying my hand at doing some rhymes, but I'm pretty shit at them." And you hear, most of the time, a different voice from all around you as Rapunzel's hair begins to flow from every corner of the fortress, all of the windows sprouting hair from every of those, like basically turning the holes of this cloud giant citadel into orify, through which are threaded great huge strands of hair, some braided, some twisted into strange knots, some of them forming odd theatrical patterns as if giving whole plays form in the hair, the perfumed hair so gold and bright. And coming to claim you all tonight. Damn it, now I'm rhyming too. So we're in the initiative order. We're starting with the heroes. So you can go in any order, and then that order will...
Well, I just want to say something that went through Etienne's head when all the hair came out was like, man, and we couldn't get a dog because of the hair? Like, this is ridiculous. You imagine having to vacuum up this shit? It must, like, shed like crazy.
Rapunzel's shower.
Anyway, that was
Rapunzel's
like,
shower room looks apocalyptic. Anyway,
yeah, that would be bad.
Drain. Oh, the drain.
I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you said 2 boots came into view, those are just Jack's. There's not a giant up there or anything.
Jack
It's just
slipped
Jack.
he slipped his feet out of kind of slipping out of one of the windows itself at the very center, and is probably,
Okay.
you don't know what he's going to do. He's about 120 feet up.
Okay, I was more excited because I speak giant. Sorry, that's why I asked. I just got very excited.
So does Jack. It helps to learn the language of people before you genocide them. He is the worst. He is the worst. He is.
Tell
the
you
worst.
what, from now on, can it be canon? I only speak in giant to him.
Oh. Well, Rachel, as long as you will, for the first time you do it, do a
Okay.
giant thing. It's kind of, I have it
shit.
eager helped kind of a little bit Norse in feeling, if you can emulate that. Hey, you're the one who asked, Rachel. So, my friends, before Jack and Rapunzel take their lover's turn, Rapunzel's not visible right now. It's literally just a bunch of hair spouting from the citadel. It's really gross. Y'all can basically do your thing. So, what order? Oh yeah, it's actually not. You don't have to roll initiative. The party just decides who goes first. And then it stays that way for the rest of the time. Let's go.
Go, turtle.
I think I've got this. Can I go first, Jack?
Oh, wait, yeah.
I mean, Lars, that seems right. You know, you've been given heroism, you've been given warding bond. You're an old turtle. I think you can do something.
Is this where you have the turtletarian machine? Can I join?
So you say that to Jack.
Yeah.
You watch as he places a hammer upon his shoulder, a hideous bearded head on the head of the hammer, and the hammer itself, as it hits flesh, like thunder rippling out among the clouds. He says, "Buddy, join the club. We got fucking jackets."
My full name is Bartholomew, Owzer, but people used to know me as Owzer. And I
As
use
that
my
voice ripples out. Lars, would you like to describe the transformation, or will I?
Please do so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. The shell quadruples in size. Again, growing larger and larger. His body with this hideous ululating scream pulsing up his old throat. That sound so sonorous and deep and powerful. Bowser comes before you, a huge dragon turtle, the claws scraping upon the edges of the cloud giant's ancient buildings, his very breath a cloud of superheated steam. Lars, what do you say? Oh. At this point, you do get your action. Leonora Lars said Leonora gave me a hand. Why shouldn't I give her a hand? Both claws, Lars?
Yes, please.
Please go ahead and roll your attacks. So, guys, hi. And do you remember the way Brian gave Lars heroism and warding bond?
Yeah. I was so kind.
Lars has been a villain this whole time.
So the first is a 14, and the second is a 12 plus whatever bonuses I have.
So I sent you the character sheet for the dragon turtle.
Oh yeah, it's right there. Sorry. There we go.
Oh, you're +9.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's
So
a 22
that's,
and a 23.
Yeah, 22 and 21.
Horrifying. Rachel, does that hit?
Sorry, wait. He's attacking me?
Yeah, he said Leonora gave me a hand. Let's give her one. And he attacked you with his 2 claws.
I thought you were high-fiving me.
A 21 versus AC, Rachel.
Oh no. I'm joining the fun club.
What?
I'm joining the fun club!
That's why I did this.
Go ahead and roll
Because I
down.
thought I was getting a high five. Fuck's sake. Yeah, if it's above 17, it hits. Yeah.
Lars, you can roll damage.
Motherfucker.
So how much is that for the class?
Oh, each one of them is a D8 plus 5.
1d8. Yeah. There we go.
What'd you do to me?
We'll see.
Just plus 5, so that's 16.
16 points, reduced to 8. Robert comments, there seems to be a breakdown in team communication and love. I don't know, it seemed like a loving high five.
Leonora is so fucking mad.
Lars,
Okay.
it's so good to have you here.
She's just yelling, "You're about to get shell shocked" as she's knocked into the ground.
Good, exceptional, Rachel, exceptional. Is it your turn next, or does someone want to jump in? What makes it? I don't miss. Oh, KT, I can see you chiming in.
How far away are they from? Like, am I like right next to him, or are we?
Yeah, yes. KT, you're exactly right. You would be considered adjacent to Lars.
And how far away is Brian? Is Silver and Lenora? Are they?
I'd say they would be within about 10 feet.
Fucking Jesus.
I think you mean
Jesus
Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, damn it. Silver, are you still like just what the fuck?
Oh no, I think this is hilarious. So for me, just to jump in before you, I'll be like,
do please.
Nah. So I'm just gonna slap myself in the face, and then just be laughing and be like, oh no, I've lost concentration.
That was very clever, Brian. So hold on, which of them is concentration? Warding bond?
Unfortunately, it's only heroism.
Oh,
is a concentration. but we still unfortunately have the warding bond.
So you still see that tether connecting the two of them magically. What you got, Katie?
Are they within 10 feet of me?
Yeah, they're within. Yeah.
Guys, you need to stop
Ooh,
standing around me.
wait.
All of my shit
Sorry.
is like,
Can I continue?
yes.
Yeah, I run 30 feet that way, and
Thank
then
you.
I use Misty Step to go the next 30 feet. So I am now further than 60 feet away from Bowser, which means that no longer works. So I am far away now.
Hilarious. Okay.
Okay. Now, Lenora got smashed away, right?
Lenora, well, she's currently still within the claws raked across her enormous puppet form. She's not thrown away, but she's hurting a little.
Okay, well, I could grab her and move my 30 feet away, and at the same time cast my action, right?
You can absolutely do that. So you're going to move away from the creatures from Lars's immediate.
I just need to be 20 feet away.
That's perfect. Absolutely. So
Okay.
you move 20 feet away.
Yeah, well, I'm moving 30 feet away. With Lenora, I've dragged her across the floor.
Yeah. So it becomes 15 feet. It becomes 15 feet because you're dragging her. So it becomes but then that's a full 20 feet from Lars's character.
Awesome. Okay.
At that point, as soon as you move out of his range, Lars, you get an opportunity attack.
Oh, but no, I asked you if I could do that and cast at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm casting at the same time.
What's the cast? Tell me.
I'm casting Hunger of Hadar.
Smart. Okay. Clever. Which will create concealment. Yes.
Because it's around him and has the 20-foot radius around him, it's also going to hit. Will it hit Jack? It won't hit Jack, will it? Because isn't he up in the air?
He's quite far away. Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. And so he's going to take damage. Cold damage, and if he's still there at the after 1 minute, then he'll take more damage from it.
That's awesome. He will still get the opportunity to attack with disadvantage. Lars, are you going to opportunity to attack Leonora or Etienne?
Etienne, of course. She's weaker.
So nasty. So as the Hunger of Hadar, as Etienne casts this incredible display of arcane magic, sort of subsuming the area, and it's kind of cold damage, isn't it, Etienne? Which is kind of
it's 2d6 cold, and then if you're still in it, it's 2d6 acid.
So cool. So there's this like crackling in the air, this little crystal and frosty crackling.
And 2d6 is 11. So
yes. So Lars, you will immediately take 11 points of cold damage, but you also get to make an opportunity attack. However, it is a disadvantage, so roll twice and take the lower result.
The first one was a 27.
Jesus Christ.
The second was 11.
11. I think that's a miss.
Yes, it is.
So was that a bite, Lars? As the Lars, what does it look like as this creature? Like, as I assume it's a huge, sort of a stifling darkness. What does it look like as this creature lunges toward Etienne?
Basically, it's like watching a snapping turtle, and almost like watching the head of a parrot. Because when a parrot attacks, it actually looks pretty nasty. Like the entire beak just throws the word to the target.
Yes.
It just stabs down and just misses.
Yeah. Etienne, do you have any reaction to that, or are you just like, oh god?
I'm like, well, I'm really glad I jumped out of the way at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Casting that spell.
Do you voice that?
Well, that was a fucking good decision.
You did great. Unbelievable.
You're awesome, Fred.
Sure to use it. God damn it.
So at this point, we've had Silver, we've had Etienne, we've had the turtle. We need the Jenkins.
The Jenkins is so fucking mad because
imagine.
she thought Bowser was cool. She was a big fan. Not anymore. And maybe in IRL, Lars ain't getting any more fucking pints. Okay. So I don't want to mess up Etienne and Silver's spells. So I'm going to stay a little bit far back. I'm raging. So I get, I think it's plus 10 foot tall. I think it's 5 foot or 10 foot. One of them.
Yeah.
and I pick up my javelin. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 to hit.
At Lars's character?
Yeah.
I believe that hits. Lars, does it hit?
She rolls.
Yeah.
Let me see. I do 7 points of damage, and as I throw it, I yell, "Your mother was a snail."
But now you've insulted our snail friend.
From your shield, you hear, "My people found out. Okay, no, we're doing our best. Trying to fill in with my cool friends, slamming along, singing a song." At this point, it's all the players have gone. You've flung the javelin. Did you, Lars? Did you take that damage from Leonora?
Yep.
Unreal. Okay. There's a little sound that comes to the three of our main heroes, Etienne, Silver, and Leonora. It's a little sound as of a small insect, but it's buzzing inside of your head. And as it lands, you hear,
You can't possibly win, but I will help you. Only vouch to do me a favor. It would be a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to help you. But I will need a favor.
Do any of you
Is somebody like trying to talk to me in my head? Because see, like I can like detect thoughts and I can like do speech in my mind. So now I'm
Yes.
wondering if one of my siblings is like fucking with me, and probably Silver because he generally is the one who kind of
Silver?
I didn't.
In your head,
Silver, is that you?
you hear that,
talking to
and then
me?
you hear in your head, Silver, you hear, "I don't know what she's talking about. I'm my own self. But I will need that favor if we work together. This is not a fight that we can win without a bit of help."
I love that your inner voice is a D4, Brian.
In your head, Leonora, you hear,
Bosco.
actually, Leonora, you hear the sounds of things breaking, and then from the dust appears, "You got to get a little help. You just need a favor." And it's just constant breaking.
Yeah.
That would actually make her more suspicious. I think.
Yeah.
It'd be like, no. It knows me, so I don't trust it. She is like,
Because the only people who know you are your sister and brother.
exactly.
Properly. So this person's like fucked up. Like it's doing something. I don't have.
And Coal Woman. They're the only people who know me. No one else knows me.
At this point, my friends, unbeknownst, completely unaware of what's going on in your heads, Jack the Giant Slayer leaps down and puts his fingers in his mouth and lets loose a shrill whistle. Blasting out between the main doors is a stooped cloud giant with a saddle on its back. Jack lands in it, takes up the reins, and says, "Come on, buddy, let's ride." He brings it towards you, and he is a cavalier, so he is going to do his extended charge. And as he gets to within, Etienne and Leonora, he sends his hammer spinning hideously, and as he throws it, so he is only about 20 feet away, and the effect of this has a 30-foot radius, so he is affected, and so is the giant, as his laughter sounds like the thunder. My friends, I will need, so I need to make an attack over. This is quite a complex item he's throwing, so here we go.
Guys, I feel like we're in trouble.
But wait a second. He was way up there. So does he move like 90? He gets to move 90 feet in one turn?
Yes, he was able to jump down, carrying onto the back of the creature. The giant has a 60-foot movement speed. It doubled its speed to get as close to you as it could, and then Jack threw his hammer. I'm seeing where my bonus is here. Oh yeah, okay, excellent. Sound of that sounds weird in my booth. So Leonora, that is a 30 versus your AC.
We don't get any saving throws?
You will in a moment. Leonora,
Okay.
that hits, I assume.
Yeah, oh, you just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
The damage is not going to be absolutely brutal. It is... what?
I'm just like not going to be absolutely brutal.
Yeah. It's only 15 points
That's a
of
lot.
bludgeoning damage, reduced to 7.
Oh, yes, reduced to 7. Yes, because I'm raging. Yeah.
However, as soon as it hits, there is this hideous explosion of thunder, and I need Etienne, Leonora, and Jack and the giant are going to need to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, bring it. 24.
19 plus 1, so dirty 20.
Excellent. None of you are stunned as the effects of it ripple out. Jack, you see flicks and what looks like a line of cloud lassos back as the hammer runs back to his end. Come on, let's have some fun. At this point, Rapunzel is going to cast... Okay, can Silver... can everyone in the party, including Lars, based on the proximity, and Jack and the giant, can make a dexterity saving throws? The range on this is very, very wide because she's upcasting. So I need Brian to make it as well.
Oh,
hold on, Brian. 60.
So,
You moved to you actually, Silver. You don't need to make this. You're too far away.
so 17 plus 2, so 19.
19's good.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay, that affects you, and then Leonora. What did you get?
For the Constitution.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, you're so fine. I think you're. And KT, you said something like 19, didn't you?
Which one? The first
Oh,
one.
no, sorry. Hold on. This is a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity was 17 plus 2.
From Rapunzel. Yeah. Okay, so 17 plus 2 is 19. Rachel, did you make another check for the dexterity?
Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, one second.
No, you're okay. You're fine.
It is 12.
Okay, Lars, you're wreathed in fairy fire. Leonora, you're wreathed in fairy fire. And Jack makes his save. The giant is wreathed in fairy fire. Fairy fire is a kind of a lovely shimmering effect. Basically, it gives it advantage against on attack rolls against you. Oh, Jack has a second attack. I'm going to use that right away. Okay, so I won't go for the hammer blow again. So Jack is going to swoop the hammer down towards Etienne's skull. Etienne, that's a 16 versus AC.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm fucked.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Can I start, the voice in our head that was like, I'll help you if you give me the favor. I'm immediately, when I see how badly this is going, I'm immediately like, I'll do it, whatever the favor is, done. Break the thing. Go for it.
You, in your mind, the insectile sound stops, and you can see what looks like a little honeybee, and the honeybee spins into golden thread, into a golden loom, and is gone.
Rapunzel.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Skin. Began with an R.
Back to the party, and the order we went in was Lars first, so we're back with the dragon turtle. What are you up to?
I like this word. I decide to take my glass and push him down on your wall and just suck your.
Are you attempting to grapple or just use the claws?
Exactly.
Oh, grapple.
Yeah.
So you can grapple for one of your attacks. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It will sacrifice an attack though, Lars. That's fine.
That's good.
Okay. Leonora, make a contested strength check. Lars, you are using the dragon turtle strength.
Yep.
So how do I make a contested one? Sorry. How do I
Oh,
make
sorry.
it?
Apologies, Rachel. It just means make a strength check, and it will be measured
Oh.
against Lars's check.
Oh, that's fine. Bring it, turtle boy.
Okay, I have 17 plus 5, 22.
I also have 22.
In a stalemate, things remain as they are. In other words, the grapple is not successful. You literally, as you bring one claw down, Leonor catches it and is holding it aloft and is in a compromised position, but not grappled. Lars, you have a second attack.
All
Can
right.
Rachel twerk in that position?
Can I maybe just attempt to sweep her feet off the ground so I still remain grappling her, attempting to grapple her?
So it's a second grapple attempt. Yes, you can attempt to do so. I think a second grapple attempt is made with disadvantage. Hold on. Let me check the character sheet. Nope, you're fine. Yeah, you can make a second grapple check. So Rachel, another strength check, and Lars, another strength check.
And since, of course, since people were so kind to me and aided me and stuff like that, I'm throwing in all that nice inspiration I got earlier.
Also, I haven't been keeping track of warding bond. Brian, should you have taken all the damage that Lars has taken?
No, it was inactivated because I Misty Step, so I'm
60
60 feet away.
Yeah,
60
he's
feet
60
is
feet
the
away.
limit for warding bond.
Incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So good. So
Okay.
good.
Okay, so I only got 8, but I'm going to use my D4.
Yes.
Oh, 1.
9. Lars, what'd you get?
Wait, sorry. Someone's whispering.
Take the favor.
Okay.
Take favor.
Shit, no. I'm raging, so I have advantage on strength checks. Someone totally didn't just tell me that in real life.
Was it Ilya? I love Ilya.
Yes. Oh, 23.
Lars, how'd you do?
I got a 4 on my D6 and a 2 on my D20.
Oh, so not definitely Rachel will.
Basically, I'm at 13, I think. 11. Way too low.
As you sweep in your claws, and they are magnificently sharp, as they swing towards Leonora, you can see them coming in slow motion. Leonora, as time slows down, what is your immediate reaction, Rachel? How do you avoid this?
She has her own Matrix moment. You know, they're coming in. They're coming in at the side. She is so personally fucking offended that the adorable turtle man, who she was like team number 1 from the
Who
get-go.
she carried up the fucking beanstalk.
Carried up the fucking beanstalk. I'm so personally offended that I duck under it. Can I do damage, or is it just getting out of the way? Can I do poetic damage that doesn't do any damage?
Make a performance check.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I don't have very good
so
performance.
Wait until you hear the stupid thing I want to do.
Oh, okay. I only got a 4 in the performance. So in my head, I'm sweeping underneath. I have like a cool one-liner. Okay, in her head, it's a really cool like turtle pun that's actually really quite cutting. And then she like uppercuts him. What she actually says is blah, and then
Rachel, you take 1 point of damage.
It's fair.
Just one. And it's the case that you are completely ungrappled, and the dragon turtle is thwarted. The Jack will look at you, Bowser, and say, "Come on, man, you got to try harder."
Okay. Have I still got 1 possible attack?
I don't. No, I think with 2 claws. Right? Or can you
don't give him a fucking third one? He's had 2.
Oh wow! The dragon turtle makes 1 bite attack and 2 claws. Yeah, you have your bite.
We know where that's going.
It's going for me. It's going for Leonora, I think.
Yeah.
Oh god.
22
versus AC. Roll damage.
That is 11.
11 points reduced to 5. Okay, Rachel's hurting. At this point, my friends, it is. I think it is next. It's actually Silver next,
So,
and then I think it's KT with Etienne.
so
Silver, what
this
you got?
is so stupid.
I like it. Do it.
Okay, I would like to use both of my actions for thaumaturgy.
Action and bonus action.
Yes, there's a method to the madness here.
Okay.
I want to kind of look at the ground and just be like, are there any sort of cracks that lead to the bottom so I can aim this down? Okay, now I know that only 30 feet of thaumaturgy, but I was hoping that, for the rule of cool potentially, and tell me just, no, Brian, this can't work. What I wanted to do was to emulate the voices of the bobbies and be like, guess who doesn't have a fucking shell license? He's right here. It's so stupid.
You're trying to signal the police.
I'm trying to signal
calling
the police. Yes.
The fuzz.
Now, the thing is,
Yeah.
I believe that this is a terrible idea for a number of reasons, in that the police probably answer directly to these guys. However,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily know that Bowser, he's on our side. So they haven't been communicated to that this is our ally. So we could kill Bowser with the police.
I think this
Police
is
brutality.
it would be so difficult for them to hear. I think it would require an incredible performance check.
Cool. I have a lot of lucky dice.
Okay. You might need them.
Yeah,
For this. I got you.
Yeah, it's not that one. Or that one. Might be that one. And the D4s.
I got a 4 on my info. I'll
Do you
give
want
him.
more from lovely KT?
Yes, I'd like that, please. Could I have that?
Yes.
Etienne,
Yes,
you
was it a
inspire.
D4?
You inspire your brother with a D4.
Yes. No, I got a 4. That's what I was giving him. I got the 4. So
I'll take
he can
that if
have the
that's all
4.
right.
Okay. What'd you get?
If I have that 4, it's a 27. If I don't have that 4, it's a 24.
27. Is that what you got?
Yeah, in total, yeah. I went through 3 D20s and then 3 D4s. And that's the best I got.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D4 and -1 from that number, Brian.
2.
Okay. Excellent. Does that end your turn?
That's the number of fucks that the bobbies give.
Good. Exceptional.
Honestly, I think because of all of this and knowing how stupid this is, because I went down to the ground to kind of lay down to be this, just I'm just kind of slumped on the ground being fuck my life. Just so the rest of my turn is not even getting up, it's just lying there being what have I become?
You watch as actually I'll have that reaction in a moment. Etienne, what are you up to?
I need to understand from where I'm standing where Lars and Shithead are.
Bowser is smothered in the hunger of Hadar, but has kind of half. Oh no, sorry, he emerged from the hunger of Hadar, so he would have.
He did
damage.
Yes, he should have taken an extra 2d6 of acid damage.
Let's give him that delicious damage, and then just now, and then
9.
Excellent. So 9 more points of damage, Lars. However, he is completely free of the hunger of Hadar for the moment, but and is in fact right atop you and Leonora, kind of snapping his turtle beak at her. Jack is, however, on the other side. You are pinned between 2 juggernauts, a dragon turtle and a giant slayer riding a giant.
But I could move off to one of the sides, correct?
You're not sure how long the reach of either of these creatures is, and if that will attack, provoke opportunity attacks from potentially both of them. Could be both. It's both.
I really don't like Jack. He makes me angry.
Thanks.
Not you. I don't like the fake Jack. So Okay, so we've already used Hungeropedia. And that's...
Oh, Jez is watching. Hey, Jez. Sending lots of love to Chrissy. And to you. And to everyone.
I send it
players.
only.
You know,
Yeah, I send it only to Chrissy, Jez. I only send love to Chrissy. You're fine.
I'm going to go with old tried faithful, and I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers
Fucking Dissonant Whispers.
on Jack as I move, like, because I don't want to be sandwiched in between them, so I'm going to move off to the side.
But not enough to attack to provoke an attack. So still within melee.
Yeah. Well, no, because I have a 60 feet.
The
range.
moment you move out of melee with them, they will attack you.
Oh, well, that's bullshit.
That's how opportunity attacks work, mate.
So, okay, I will do.
You've only been playing this game for almost a fucking year.
I know, right? So we've got like. So I'm going to do 4d6 damage.
Sorry, is this on? Yeah, this is on Jack. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw? Yes,
I think so, yeah.
That is a 18 plus 2, so that's 20. So he will succeed, but he will take half damage. This is the first damage on Jack.
Well, it's 23. So 11 and
6. Very nice. Very strong, KT. How does that look? So you're not doing a terrible amount of damage to him, but you do hurt him. How does that manifest on this golden-haired Charlotte?
I want it to start, instead of like blood, it's going to start dripping like black shit out of his ears and nose, because it's going to tarnish that golden hair and really piss him off because he's an ass.
So clever. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's really fucking vain. So
yeah, I think you would see his eyes widen in shock as you can see this tar-like substance drip onto his gorgeous leather armor, leather and chainmail, and the golden hair itself. Does that end your turn, Katie?
I don't think I can do anything else, right?
Excellent, Leonora.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this. So I want to do two things. One, I want to do an attack, and I want to fuck up Lars in every single way possible. That's the first thing. The second thing, however, is I want to use my thaumaturgy to talk to the giant that Jack is riding upon.
You do speak giant. Yes, that's fine. Are you kind of bonus action? But you will have to speak giant, Rachel. So yes, you can absolutely do that. You can do that. So the first thing is the attacks, or the first thing is the chat? You decide.
I think the first thing is the chat, and okay. I can't do an accent. Wait, I'm getting water for courage. Hang on.
Water for Courage sounds like the name of an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh God. Okay, so in my head, okay, so I've just I think I got bitten by Bowser. So I'm kind of bleeding. I'm not having a good time. And I look at the giant and my heart goes out to them because he's being held down and he's being used and abused. And I yell, "Brother! Have ye no pride?"
Okay. Yeah, no, hey, look, one man's Norwegian is another woman's Scottish. So
listen, this is the closest I can do. Okay.
They both technically have mountains, but at this point,
Rachel, good thing to channel.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I will. One moment. Sorry, thank you. I got also handed more whiskey by someone who is listening to this and was laughing at my Norwegian accent.
Best man.
He's very good. He is very good. I'm rolling persuasion, right?
Mm.
Can I roll intimidation?
Did brother sound like it was an intimidation, Rachel?
Yeah, it did.
No, go ahead and
roll
persuasion.
Go ahead and roll
Be like your brother. Be persuasive.
Oh, I got 9.
Can I give her my +5?
No, hang on. I have a D6. I have a D6 from another game. Hang on. From the previous one. I used my D4 already. Hang on. 9. Hang on. 15. And then did you give me something, KZ?
Oh no, I was just my save plus is like 5, and I was like
I got 15.
Bruder hast draken.
I cannot hear you. All my brothers are dead.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to him.
We're going to put a pin in that.
We're going to, like...
Hold on.
Let's circle back. Let's circle back.
That's great, Rachel. That's great. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll. Hang on.
Please.
Okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 to hit Lars.
Oh, I mean, against his AC. Yeah, Lars is
He's
nodding.
a fucking turtle.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, and then I'm gonna hit you with my great axe. Am I below 50? Hang on. Okay. Am I below 50% of health? Excuse me, while I do very bad maths. 55, 26. So when I am below 55%, I do an extra +2 because I have a blood axe, and also because I'm raging, I do an extra +2. So in total, I do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points of damage.
12 points is very good.
Now, can I make a request about what the damage does?
Yeah.
I want to cut off one of his hands.
A request.
Lars, are you bloodied? Do you have below 50% of your maximum hit points?
I have 40. I've lost 40, and so that is just above half, right?
Shit.
Okay, so not quite. However, Lars, I will give you a choice here. If you let Rachel cut off your hand, you will get 1 fewer attack per round, but I'll give you advantage on all of them because of bloodlust. Sound good?
That sounds great. And just for a moment, my voice, when she cuts it off, my voice changes.
Oh.
Do you need that inspiration you gave me?
Such a dick.
Lars, I hate you so much. I thought you were cool.
Oh, Lars, just he's doing a little dance.
Hell for Leonora.
So yes, absolutely. Leonora, give me a sense of that cutting through the hand.
So she's raging. So she is raging like spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally. So she has the axe, and it looks for a brief second like she's going for his neck. And at the last moment, she swings and cuts off. In her head, she thinks, "Oh, I'm taking away a weapon from my enemy." So she cuts off one of his hands without knowing that this would actually make him far more deadly.
However, well,
Classic.
potentially, but however, his enormous claw does all the gristle that you cut through land in front of you as a hideous trophy. And Rachel, you take a D6 inspiration dice, for carving off the hand. At this point, my friends, that ends the hero's turn. I'm going to make a little change to this. In your minds, Leonora, you hear nothing. KT, Etienne hears, "You're in over your head. I can lend you a hand. I really can. If you'll only just do me a favor."
Well, right now, all she's thinking of is, well, I think the turtle needs more of a hand than I do. But
that's a good one.
She's yeah, I thought so too. What sort of favor? What sort of favor? Like, I don't like jumping into things blindly.
Sometimes, as you know from your past experiences, a leap of faith is sometimes necessary to advance into the future.
Okay, so I would caveat my agreeing to this with anything that harms my siblings or my family in any way whatsoever, or myself, is not a favor I can give.
Indirect harm or direct?
Any harm.
Oh, sorry. Gonna have to try a bit harder. Brian,
well, I'm not willing to harm my family.
Yeah,
so.
you reject. Even the possibility of that is too much for you at the moment. The presence is still with you, KT, and as the fight goes on, we will develop this. But your rejection is currently there and very strong. Silver, you hear, "Hey, so what are we thinking?"
Okay, so I just kind of sit up on the cloud and be like, here's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Leonora more than likely realized how much she fucked up and 100% accepted whatever your bargain is, but I haven't seen any discernible difference in how she has been helped since that more than likely happened. So you're sounding like you're kind of full of shit.
You all have to agree to it, is the thing. And, it's funny, but when families set out together, they have to stick together.
You think you're going to be able to convince Etienne? Good luck. Let me know when she accepts.
I really liked that, Brian. I have to shoot a D4 your way. That was clever. And then we have okay, now we have the
I'm
villains.
sorry. I'm loving how in character this all is. I didn't even plan it, but just Leonora immediately going, "Oh fuck, I'm fucked." Yes, not asking any questions, not asking for any details. Just sure, go for it.
As Leonora, you watch as Jack jerks on the reins of the giant. Come on. Now lower your fucking hand. Lord! You watch as the giant puts down its hand towards you, Etienne. Grab her up. Don't hurt her. She's like a little fly. She's like a tiny little fly. And you watch as he lifts you up ever so gently. And Jack, batter up, bitch. You watch as he takes, he's going to action surge, so he's going to take 4 attacks on you, Leonora. Also, please excuse my use of the B word. He is a nasty man.
You're not fucking excused because you're gonna hit
batter.
me.
Batter is fine.
Rachel, my lowest roll there is a 15. What's your AC?
17.
Okay, so I only get 3 hits. Okay, that is.
Oh, only?
Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, let's roll the d12s all together.
Oh my shit.
Those are bad rolls. That one's slightly better.
For who?
Yeah. So 21 plus 33, 36, 39. 39 points of damage.
She's dead, dude.
I don't think she isn't.
But halved, right?
Halved, yes.
Because she's raging, right?
Because I have 26 health points.
Oh, yeah,
So
for sure.
You're having.
So 39
Okay.
becomes, what is that, 24? Oh, sorry, excuse me. No, 19.
19. I was about to say, okay,
Oh.
Leonora ain't doing
Oh,
so
the math
hot.
is suddenly good now, Leonora.
Okay,
So Leonora, the cracks and wax across your body immediately, bruises raise up in hideous welts across the sort of organic wooden flesh that your father has imbued you with. As he hears the crack, but no sense of bones breaking, he says, "What are you supposed to be? Are you a little puppet?"
No fucking puppets here, mate.
it doesn't matter who I am. It doesn't matter what I'm made of. I am better than you will ever be.
Oh yeah, Lenora, them's fighting words. Fuck yes, sis.
He says, I always thought y'all would be very funny walking around without strings, but I'm starting to lose my appreciation for the joke. Honey, blow her fucking head off at once, my love. And you watch as the hair turns in your direction, and from the different fibrous strands of hair, Rapunzel is going to cast, oh dear, can I? Yeah, she is going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
She's a warlock. My lowest roll there is a 20. And not enough. So we are. This is force damage, Leonora. Leonora, are you the path of the bear? So have resistance to all damage? Except for
no, I'm the big one. Sorry. It might be path of the giant. Let me double check. Hang on.
Totally okay. I'll roll damage in the meantime.
Path of the. Oh, hang on.
Big one sounds like a turtle.
Okay. We don't talk about turtles. I thought they were cool.
Not
They weren't.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Well, I think this is the last episode of the game
Yeah, it might be.
because we're all fucked.
It could be Etienne, or you could listen to the voice in your head. I'm sure it will be
I'm
fine.
not sacrificing my family.
Who knows if it's a sacrifice that's required? Might not be.
It's a really simple fucking question.
Rachel, how you doing?
Okay. Yeah, I'm Path of the Giant.
Excellent. So you take 17 points of force damage. You take all of it.
Okay. Can I do something for Rule of Cool?
Yeah, always. Well, generally.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Let's see.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
with my dying breath, I mean, I know I'm not dead, but with my unconscious breath, which doesn't sound as cool. I want to talk to the giant again.
What do you want to say?
I'm not going to do the accent.
Not
Because
do
we've
the
already
disadvantage.
established. Okay, listen.
You gotta do it. Rule of cool, Rachel. Be cool.
No. Okay. Can I say what I want to say first, and then I will try and say it? All right.
Yeah.
So what I want to say to him is, your brothers might be gone, but I am not. I will be your brother when you have none. I will be your sister when they have fallen. I am here even in death. You deserve more than this.
Hey-oh.
And now in the stupid accent.
Yes. Rachel, I was going to give you another persuasion check. If you do it in the accent, I'll give you advantage.
I've already forgotten what I said. Hang on. Shit. Wait, hang on. Brother! I will be your brother when you have none. I will be your sister when they've fallen. I've forgotten what I said.
I will be your stepsister when she's stuck.
In the washing machine. Wait, what?
and then she falls unconscious.
Yes,
I will.
I'm gone. I'm just
Make a
gone. I'm
persuasion
knocked
check.
out. I'm
Persuasion
knocked
check.
out.
Absolutely.
With advantage.
Yes. Wait, sorry. Is it with advantage or do you say or
You did
do
the
I get
accent.
a
Of course you get
I did.
advantage.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Okay, wait, hang on. I'll roll it in D&D Beyond. I trust their maths more. 18 for one. Oh, natural one for the other. And
So
I
take
have
my-
a D.
I take
I have
my
a D6.
D4 as well.
No. I have a D6 from my last one. So hang on.
Okay. Do you think it'll be sufficient?
Shut up, Jack. 4.
And you
22.
can take my D4.
Okay, yeah, done. Hang on. What did I get? 3. 25.
25. Okay. Noted.
Fuck's sake. Okay, so I'm
There's
unconscious.
much chance of the police saving us as we do
Okay.
the cloud giant.
I'm trying.
So, at this point, okay, that ends the villain's turn, and we are back at the top of the initiative order. Hi, Mr. Dragon Turtle. So, yes, you can hear something. It's at the very peripheries of your hearing, and it seems to be coming closer, but you're not quite sure what it is.
Am I able to just turn around and say something to Silver? Like, are we able to just? Am I just allowed to just turn around and go?
On your turn, yeah.
I swear I
you
could talk during other people's turns too. Have you met me?
yeah. It's like please. Dragon Turtle, what you got? Who do you wish to attack? You have the prone, unconscious form of Leonora. You have Silver. You have Etienne. You also have several other things at your disposal. What do you wish to do?
So Silver was like 60 feet away from me.
A little further.
Right.
Just a little smidge.
I think
To break
it's about 65, Brian. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I think it's 65.
Okay, and how far can I move?
Oh, your movement speed, let me tell you, my friend, is, well, your movement speed is 40 feet.
Okay. So
Oh, sorry, 20 feet with a swimming speed of 40 feet. So you actually only have 20 feet of movement on land. You're very big.
that is sad. Well, in
Why?
that case, well, nothing.
Okay.
I'm savoring it.
Okay.
I look down at Leonora and my voice just goes weak. And then my eyes continue onwards over to look at ATN, who goes, weaker. And I bumble 20 feet onwards towards Silver. And then I just use any rubble I can find nearby and just toss it at him, try to swipe him out the air.
Okay.
And does he get advantage because he's throwing it? Sorry, I shouldn't be helping, but someone also commented. Jay said, "Why do I see Rachel smacking Lars around IRL next time they are together for this?" You were fucking correct, Jay.
100%. Lars, were you? Oh yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay, yeah. So, in terms of masonry, it's very, very like this is cloud drawing structure. It's very, very heavy. You could, however, throw. There are several things to throw around here. There's a giant. There's Leonora's body. There's Etienne. You could throw several things at Silver that aren't masonry.
I think Etienne would be a lovely choice.
Etienne, you can absolutely, should you wish to, make an acrobatics check. Lars, make an athletics check, adding your pretty considerable modifiers.
Dirty 20.
That's very
But
good.
does Lars have advantage because of bloodlust?
He is. Thank you for the reminder, Brian. Very, very mean. KT narrows eyes, but thank you. So Lars, you have advantage. Roll twice to take the higher result.
Nice. Well, in that case, I get a 18 total. Sad.
No, don't be sad, my friend. So, that's one of your. It's your unfortunately just your claw as it moves toward Etienne. Etienne is far too quick, and she's able to duck quickly out of the way.
You hear very faintly across the clouds.
Would that end your turn, Lars, or would you have anything else you can do?
Mm.
I see him thinking. He's thinking. What's he thinking?
Throw Leonora. You
Oh,
have another
yeah.
chance of this. She can't dodge.
I'm throwing the puppet. I'm throwing Leonora.
So he reaches down and grabs Leonora with his bite attack and will throw.
And hasn't he already
Yeah.
moved 20 feet away from her? How can he grab her?
That's a good point. You could only throw Etienne with your beak.
That is sad. Okay, I'll try that. Fuck it.
Okay, Etienne, make another acrobatics check, and Lars, you get your strength check doubled.
I got a natural 20.
What's your total?
Oh, 22.
That's very good. Very strong. Very, very strong.
Damn.
And my natural 20 looks so cool. It's like a star and a
So
moon.
sparkly.
Yeah. Always makes me very happy. See?
What'd you get, Lars?
Well, nothing like that. I got a 15 total, so slippery.
Yes, indeed, my friend. However, the dragon turtle is still in quite hearty shape, I assume. So we're still in the danger zone. We are back to now, Silver.
So,
No, it's my turn. I go before Silver.
No, it's the dragon turtle, then Silver, then Etienne, then Leonora. That's the way we
No,
did
because
it.
last time I talked to the dude, and then after it, Silver said, "You've got to convince my sister first."
Oh, no. So that was me just knowing what way you would have.
But I'd already done mine. And said that I didn't want to hurt my family, and then you came in and said you have to convince my sister first.
Oh.
I must be remembering it wrong. I must be remembering it in the wrong order. I thought it was that way. Okay, cool.
So,
I just know the last turn I went before Silver. I don't know how it was originally. I just remember that I went first.
Go for it.
Go for it, Katie.
Okay, because I want to talk to Silver and be like, what do you
Yes.
think our chances are should we take this bastard's help?
I understand your reasoning.
Talk to the blue fairy. Dad can communicate to us every so often when he's like, Silver, you know what it's like. So just
Okay,
ask
let's
him, be
ask
like,
Dad.
little
Let's
voice
ask
in the head.
Dad.
Is
Okay,
it cool?
I'm asking Dad through the blue fairy if we should do this.
Or
Because we're about to fucking die.
Mind.
Yeah, dude, I have like freaking
Really cool
sending. I
connection
can
to
send
Dad.
thoughts, detect thoughts. I can use the blue fairy. I can talk to my dad. We want to know if our dad thinks that we should not all die. Right
What would you like to do, Etienne? What's your turn?
If I want to ask my dad's advice, and if he says just make sure you live through this, then I will accept the voice's help, which means that Silver will accept the voice's help, which means that all of us will accept the voice's help, and then I don't fucking know what happens. But
you hear very faintly, "It is you. You."
Well, that was really fucking helpful. Thanks, Jack.
Your blue fairy is pretty far away.
Our blue fairy is always with us.
No, as in but as in like the connection.
Okay.
You're also it's like airplane signal.
Well, I feel like at the moment where I'm down to 18 hit points. I know Silver is still fine, but between Jack and Rapunzel and the fucking shithead that we lugged up here on our fucking backs, I'm not liking. I'm not liking our fucking chances right now. So I want to Dissonant Whispers the fuck out of that shithead again. And I also will accept the voice's help.
As you do, you hear wise choice. And you watch as that little bee turns into a loop of golden thread and disappears into the loom.
And I'm also Dissonant Whispering the prince shit on the giant's back. What's his name? Jack.
I get only a 12 on my wisdom saving throw, so roll full damage.
Ooh, cool. Cool. 21.
There's an owl just swooping somewhere, being like, ooh,
Jesus Christ, KT, roll less well, please.
I'm having good rolls today.
You certainly are. So, at this point, that tar-like substance is beginning to leak from Jack's eyes, moving down like, I suppose, like evanescence tears, and wake him up inside. So, Jack is as he
call his name.
Jack.
Same.
Bring me to life. Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, I can't wake up. So at this point, that song is such an earworm. I really don't like it sometimes. So the tar that is leaking
falling inside.
As he wipes the tar away, squeezes it between his fingers, opens it wide, and goes, "Look, frog hand. Johnny's gonna love this." My buddy Johnny Croak.
Okay. He's more disturbed than we thought.
Etienne, does that end your turn?
Well, I think it has to, right? Can I also move? No, I can't because then they'll attack me. Okay, fine. I guess I have to stay.
Only Lars. You could try to move away from him should you wish, and that would mean that he's no longer in proximity to you, but it risks the roll itself. What are you feeling? Frozen inside? Without his touch?
Yeah, let's do that. Yep.
Wait.
I can't wait.
Yes, Rachel. You're good? You're good?
Save me from the dark.
Oh, so you are going to go? No, yeah, I didn't think so. I got you, buddy. Silver, talk to me. What are you up to?
So I'm just like still sitting in the clouds, just like looking at the turtle thing coming closer, and I'm like, nah, step up and then walk another 20 feet away. It's just like I'm faster than you, bitch.
Every fucking fight we have ends up with me unconscious or nearly unconscious, and Brian just going la la la
now,
in the background.
Have you asked yourself a question of why that is? Because
but you have to be talking. You have to be talking to the little fairy dude in your head.
Okay.
I'm the fairy dude.
I'm just walking around for reception. I'm just walking around for reception, being like, hello.
Fairy dude is supposed to be advising you that I have accepted because you told him to.
Oh, sorry. Are you listening? Sorry, excuse me. You were listening to your head. So at this point, my friend,
he's going to wake up inside.
Hey, I know this is probably going to be a bit hard to believe, but Etienne accepted. And it's really great. I'm really happy with how that's worked out. Yeah. So, do you want to join the fold, or
to quote me,
what are you feeling?
2 out of 3 ain't bad. But unfortunately,
You're just going to leave it for now? Oh, right, okay.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm really happy we have a dialogue open.
We
Okay?
do.
We really do.
I feel
And your voice, it's just soothing in a really, like, rich way.
I've been told that by different people, and none of them actually have done anything with that, but they've made offers.
And you know, it's just the first step in the right direction. Okay, so I'm really happy that we have this engagement, this dialogue going. Okay,
it's good to see you.
Good to hear you. I then would love to see what you look like someday, without that sounding too forward or anything like that. It's just really interesting.
No,
really
like I saw where you were coming from. Yeah,
absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. Right. Now here's the little like snag. Or the thing in my head is like, not sure if you're aware, but like I'm kind of like the smart one of the group, so like there's a lot of pressure on this to be, not the idiot here, because like Lenore is like drowning in her own blood, if she had blood, you know what I mean? Like turn of phrase. So yeah, like I really thought that police thing was very smart.
This feels like fantasy ChatGPT.
Yeah. It's just like really thought that the police thing was going to work.
It might work. It might help.
It might, but oh god, like actually, oh my god, I don't even know who you are. Do you mind me asking who are you?
You don't know?
No, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't want to presume anything.
No, you're not presuming anything at all. My name is whispered through stories, and people, it's kind of a big deal, whatever, but you can call me friend.
Oh no, that's a little we'll get there. There was this little guy Wardle, and all he wanted was a friend, and that really rubbed me up the wrong way. But I'm getting a very different vibe from you. There's a lot of mystical going on here that I'm liking. It. Okay, so I am willing to take your help.
Right, great.
But because we're at the final stage of the negotiation. Would I be able to get a little more help than them? Just to push us over the edge, just to get us, that like final step, and then it's deal. Everyone closed, done.
Do you feel a bit more help? That train going by? We're in the front carriage together. You and me.
Oh my
Always been you and me.
And you know what? I now realize when people whisper the word friend. Because that's what you are. A very good friend.
Now I'm starting to think it sounds suspicious.
I know, right?
The other way. The other way.
See what it's like? Yeah.
The bee turns into a golden loom, but with a little question mark. Brian, D10. Let's take a D10. Let's take a D10. Etienne, I also neglected to give you a D6 for asking your father and dealing with that. So please take a D6 inspiration dice. Brian, that
sorry, side note, I could have watched that for an hour.
I definitely
that's just us drinking together.
It was just no. But I see what you say. I could have watched that for an hour. That was wonderful. Thank you both.
I just need a vape that I kind of use, and then it'd be like I don't need it. I can quit at any time. So anyway, what was I going to say? Okay. So sorry, apologies, audience. Thank you so much for your patience. We are back in the fight. Brian, you have a turn.
Oh yeah. So I'll tell you my master plan. I just totally wanted to goad Lars into throwing me one of my sisters so I could heal them. I'd be like, use advantage.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but it's really funny. But I'm fine over here with shield and silvery barbs. Have fun, everyone. Oh, wait, Psalmaturgy, because oh no, actually, Vicious Mockery, because Vicious Mockery, what's the range? 60 foot? How far am I from...
You moved an extra 20 feet, so he's 65.
Yeah. So, but what about Jack?
Well, I'm right here. You can insult me anytime. In terms of distance from you, I want to hear what you insult Jack with. So, yeah, I think he's within 60 feet. I just want to hear this.
Oh, no. It's just a question of, wow. I don't even remember the name. Aliforna High-Rise said you were taller. I hope that's not something that you're conscious of or anything like that, but wow.
I see how you got High-Rise from Upsize. I'm just really disappointed. So, roll he has this charisma, wisdom save in his future. He's got a 5, so roll damage.
Yeah. So that is 2d4, and that is 4.
At this point, Jack is still looking very, very hale and hearty despite the tar disgorging from his face. But you watch as he gives a little spasm and he looks over towards you, Silver, very, very distantly. And then he looks at the distance between the giant and you, and then he looks at his hammer. Okay, it is Leonora's turn. Leonora, can you make a death saving throw?
Sorry, I want to get into character first.
Exceptional.
Sorry, it's been so long since I wrote. Is it just a D20? Is there a specific
always just a D20?
It's just a D20. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
1 second. 4. Do I add anything to that?
No, it is just a single fail.
Yeah, okay.
Leonora is moving towards death before the villains get their turn, swarming up over the sides of the cloud-top citadel. We have heard that you have no license. You watch as they spill over, their batons in their hands. You watch as the tiny whirligigs at the top of their heads that carried them up here slot back into their police helmets as they begin to move towards the enormous turtle. There are many of them. However, I will have everyone roll the attacks here. I feel like you guys haven't gotten to roll a bunch in a while, and it also gives Rachel a chance to kick some ass. So each of you roll 3 d20s and add 4 to the die to each of the dice rolls. Lars, obviously, don't roll against yourself.
Sorry, add 4 to every single d20.
Yes, indeed, it is the attack bonus.
Okay.
So.
These
20,
are the
21
aerial,
and 19.
Those all hit Lars. These are the aerial unit of the Bobbies, and they heard Silver as they were patrolling by. His persuasion, his performance was more than sufficient. So, at this point, yes, so that is 3 hits.
Yeah, smart.
Brian,
I have 20, 22, 21, and 24.
GT, gotta put those dice into some sort of holster, and then
Dude, I don't know what the fuck. It just keeps giving me my little moon and star. It's freaking awesome.
Little tiny bullets, because they will always hit. At this point, both of you can roll your 3d6 and add 2 to each of those d6 rolls. Rachel as well. How did you do on your 3?
26, 9, 13.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is 2 hits. So you roll 2d6 and add.
Okay.
So you said roll a 2d6 and plus 3.
Sorry. No, 3. So it's 1d6 for each of the successes. So that's 3, and then you add 2 to each of them.
Okay, so I've got 6 plus 2, 4 plus 2, and 5 plus 2. So 8, 6, and 7.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
So
4 plus 6 plus 8.
So 13 plus
18 plus 21. 13 plus 18 plus 21.
31, 50, 51. Lars, I'm messaging you in Discord. What is that? Give me that figure.
That's 42 in total.
42.
With 13 plus 18 plus 21.
Oh, it's 52.
That's
right.
52. Yeah.
I tried. Got one of the digits right.
Okay. Holy hell, Lars! What does it look like after these creatures bludgeon you? Literally falling out of the air, falling prone with how they fly towards you and slam against your shield, and then just flop to the ground, scrambling to try and get up. What does it look like?
Okay, so first I turn my shell to take as many of the hits as possible, but they are just everywhere. I mean, their blades, their attacks are just hitting everywhere. So I use the single other defensive mechanism I have, just the other claw, taking it up, sacrificing it to field off any attacks that come, just ridding myself of the flesh, basically, to let myself keep on.
So now you're kind of like this in your shell.
You're just like two stumps, just pure blood. Okay, so you activate 3rd tier Bloodlust. That does some things to your character. Hello, Lars. Have you got the note on? Okay, the increased. Yeah, you do. Okay, excellent. Okay, well, it's not your turn yet. However, it is Jack's. So. Let me think. Jack is within that distance of Silver, but he's also. No, I think he'll do this. He is going to. Silver, you watch as he draws a little circle around you, and then taps his eyes and says, "Buddy, watch this!" And then he jumps off the giant and hits Leonora's body twice.
Okay, what am I waiting for?
Leonora, does a 19 hit your armor class?
Yes.
So you immediately fail 2 death saving throws. You watch as he brings down his hammer, the thunder blasts across the entirety of the citadel, out and out in hideous ripples across the city. And you watch as he lifts his hammer, he says, "This, my lollipop." You watch as Leonora's dead body dangles, her entire midsection punched through by the hammer. Leonora, you're dead. Rapunzel is going to target Etienne with her 2 Eldritch Blasts. Etienne, that's a natural 1, but the other one is a 16, which I believe hits for...
I'm dead!
Yep. For 6 points of force damage, Etienne. Okay. It is our hero's turn. Okay. As soon as the turtle goes, something begins to happen in your mind, Silver and Etienne. But the turtle has to go first. What you got, Lars?
That turtle is no fucking hero.
Remove.
Indeed.
You just remove what slowed me down. I bang as fast as I fucking can towards Silver. And the moment I feel I am within range, I unleash my steam breath right at him.
What? Okay, hold on. Well, hold on. Let me check the range.
It's 30.
And with your additional movement speed, how much additional movement speed? Do you get an extra 10 feet or an extra 20 feet?
I think I actually don't have that on my overview, so I'll be counting on you, Sensei.
It's an extra 20. You will be in range of Silver. Silver, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So what type of attack is the steam breath?
Fire, puppet
It requires a con save. It's not an attack.
Okay, so just quick, that means that he's 25 feet from Silver, correct? Because Silver had moved he'd moved again to be farther away from him. So he's 25 feet away from him.
Yes, and the steam breath is
Okay.
30-foot cone.
18 plus 3, 21.
I believe that's a success, Lars. Is that correct?
It is.
Okay, so he only takes half damage. Go ahead and roll 12d6.
Okay, so shield.
Shield will contribute to your armor class, Brian. Doesn't negate damage.
Yes, so but it also so it's a +5 to my AC, which would be nice right now.
Well, it wouldn't affect it at all.
For these 5 attacks. Oh, so this won't stop that.
No, it's just a Constitution saving throw, and you succeeded, which means you take half damage. It's 12d6.
12d6. Okay.
So half of 41, so that's 20.
20 points of fire damage. Silver?
So I'm probably just there with over half my hit points being like, oh, is that all? Oh, big stretch. Oh, who's the barbarian? Ooh.
This enormous...
Could you act a little bit upset that I'm dead? Like a little bit?
We made the deal already. You're golden.
You watch as
Rest up, Buttercup.
the stumpy dragon turtle, like jetting blood from its stumps, breathes this cloud of steam in front of you, and it is an incredible cloud of steam that just coagulates and sizzles through Silver, and yet you are frustrated to see, my friend, that he is still alive, still up. Oh my god, I love Lars. So and Brian doing his pose. Okay, hero's turn.
Okay, so
well, before that, okay, the golden loom spins, and as it does so, you get several options in your mind. Etienne and Silver, you get, because of this update, you get restoration, escape, fortune. And you can each choose one of those. And Rachel, in the suspended nothingness, sensation comes to you, so abstract. And it's like you've been here for 100 years in the dark. Because you barely recognize it at first, these feelings, these words taking shape in the dead plasma of your brain. Your wooden puppet brain given strange life. These options come up for you as well, but they're distorted. Each one of them are distorted in your brain. So, my friends,
so it's restoration, escape, and fortune, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know if I can trust Silver, but restoration, is there a description, or is it just like the word?
It's not like
to guess.
It's not like a Whatever book, unfortunately.
Okay, and I can't and so I have to guess that if I pick restoration, it's going to aim it at my sister.
We have the stats narrated by Travis Baldry, but that's next week.
No, I was going to say, you guys pick whatever you like. I'll pick restoration for me. You guys pick.
But you can't see them. They're like wolves.
I can. They're distorted, though. I can still choose one, right?
Okay, so does she go first? Because it was her turn first, usually.
Katie,
wake me up inside!
She's been last every time.
What?
She's been last every time, Katie.
Has she? Oh, fuck, okay.
What is underneath that hood? I assume it's mostly ganja. How delightful. But it's you first, Etienne.
Okay, then, well, then I don't know, because I was going to restore my sister.
Would you like to restore yourself?
I thought we could only each, if I take that restore, then she can't use the restore.
Oh, is that how it works? That's interesting.
I don't know, that's what you said, that we can only choose one each.
No, I didn't.
That's how you phrased it. Oh, one of the three. Okay.
But maybe that is how it works. Who knows?
You gave him an idea now, Katie. God damn it.
I'm sorry, that's what I read into it, because that's what I would do in a book. Oh, dude. But if I pick that, does that take my action away?
No, it won't.
Oh, good, because there's a certain turtle brain I need to melt. So, okay. So,
I forgot to say I choose restoration.
Can you imagine?
okay. So, I don't know what to pick. Do I freaking out? Can I pick it after I've melted his brain?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm
Sorry,
going to
no,
melt
you gotta
his.
pick it now. No, hold on. You got to pick it now
Why?
because I want you to.
Well, that's no fun. It's already been a horrible session. Everybody keeps dying.
That's great.
I can't make that decision. I can't. Like, I literally cannot do it. I'm literally having an ADHD meltdown, and I cannot
okay.
make that decision.
That's fine. I will. You will forego it for the moment. Brian.
I can't do it.
Okay.
It's okay.
So, friend, you remember when we had that little tit for tat where we understood that I would get a little bit more help than them?
You watch as the letters make themselves into Comic Sans font.
Well, that was just unnecessary.
Lars is howling.
Okay, so part of me here is like, do right by my family. What would Geppetto want? What would Dad want? He'd obviously want me to live a long and fulfilling life with a massive fortune. So
As you
I
pick
feel like fortune is, but what is fortune really? Is fortune, being able to, it would be great fortune if they were all to sporadically just die. So, just like massively die. All of our enemies died.
So,
would be
Brian,
great fortune.
as the fortune option crosses itself from everyone's minds, Brian,
I was right.
You gain the power to, at any point during the rest of our game, be the DM for 60 seconds.
Excellent.
Okay. We will talk about that, but it is, that is just at your disposal now. Okay.
Wonderful.
So, it is Leonora.
Restoration.
Leonora, life returns to you, not just with your physical form, but in abundance. Rachel, roll an additional hit dice, D12, and add your constitution modifier, and your health will permanently increase by that score.
Turtle, you're so fucked. Oh.
And so Katie, you get escape by function, so you permanently learn the spell Dimension Door.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. So, with this moment where we come in, I'm just looking.
Moment.
Yes, I'm looking at the time, and I'm wondering, should we stop this session and get back into it again? I don't know.
No.
You want to finish it off now?
Yes.
You want to finish off the fight?
Lars.
Well,
by it, she means the turtle. Yeah.
I'm up for a little longer if you guys are. All right. Let's add another few minutes to this. Okay, here we go. And audience, thank you for sticking with us. So, my friends, it is the heroes, and we are back at the top of the initiative order with Etienne, newly furnished. Etienne, you can see that along your body, a particular, what looks like a kind of a brimstone smelling ornamentation has tattooed itself in sort of floral patterns across your clavicle, and that seems to be there for every time you cast Dimension Door to draw from that source of power. What would you like to do on your turn?
Okay, I was currently looking up what Dimension Door does.
It's really good.
It's really good. But I don't think
300
I can
feet.
bring any of my siblings with me.
You can. You can take one ally with you. You can take another person.
But they have to be my size or smaller, and neither of those two are my size or smaller. So
Brian and Rachel?
Rachel is like twice my size.
She counts as your size for D&D mechanics, as far as I'm aware. Unless
Oh, okay, cool.
and Brian is definitely your size.
Well, I still wanna melt Turtle's fucking brain.
Turtle, okay. So you can cast Dissonant Whispers, should you wish.
Yes, I want to cast Dissonant Whispers into his fucking brain because I'm really fucking pissed.
Lars, make a wisdom saving throw.
Because he killed my fucking sister. I don't care that she's alive now. He killed my sister and he can die in a fiery hellfire. And if I still had that salamander, he would be burning the living shit out of him.
So that's an 11.
So you can roll your 46.
18.
How you doing, Lars?
I am what you officially would call dead.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Katie, Lars is our special guest. May we let him describe his death?
Yeah, but it has to be gory and really visceral. Okay, so I need I need good visuals here.
Could you explain to me exactly how the spell works? Because I'm not.
Okay, so it disrupts your brain and mind and basically turns it into a gooey, massive sludge. It kind of explodes your brain. It's fun.
So at this point, basically, the giant ass snapping turtle is nothing but the shell, a couple of stumpy legs, and the oversized head, and it still keeps on just plodding onwards towards Silver, just trying to reach him and chomp down on him. And mid-step, the brain just goes click. And for just a second, the body continues, and then a splorch just explodes out the ear holes, and the body smashes down onto the ground. Whereupon it turns into an elderly, innocently looking turtle. And for just a second, the only thing you can hear is this old man's innocently sounding voice going, "Oh, did you not know my soul is in another castle?" And he dies.
Oh, it's good, mate. I will hunt that soul down and it will burn in hell too.
Yeah, but here's the best thing. Like, you wouldn't be able to hear him. I'm the only one that can hear him. I'm like, what? Sorry, I was too busy flexing. By the way, did I kill you? I don't know how that happened.
What a death scene. What a death scene, Lars. Incredible. Etienne, does that end your turn?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty Oh wait, so I can move now though, right? Because now Lars is dead, I can move.
Yeah, you can move.
I'm getting as much fucking distance from that bastard with the blonde drippy hair now that that I can get from him. Just get me away as far as I can get.
Excellent. All right.
I'm already
Silva.
Yeah, so retreat. Like, guys, do you think this would be a good time to retreat? I don't know.
I run it, Jack.
Okay, so I don't know. I'm just there oh God, I know this is super insensitive, but I just kind of run a little bit forward and then just kind of turn around to see Lars's, Bowser's, destroyed corpse. Yes. And I just see that frail old turtle head just mushed on the ground, and I'm like, oh, catapult. So
his head is
yes, his head is going to be catapulted. Because that's just how we roll.
Who are you shooting at?
I'm going to shoot it at Jack.
Okay. I will make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. 14 to pass.
I pass. Half damage?
Half damage. 3d8.
You got this.
Which is, you take half of 9 damage.
Still, every little helps, and that does strike him and does sizzle against the tarish substance. Actually, Brian, what was the full damage? 9. The tarish substance ignites, and he has to. And you watch as he pats frantically at his hair. Man, that is not cool.
Can I just say, behind it, just like, think you need a new recruit there, buddy.
Okay. He says we can shell out for more. It is. It is Leonora.
I want to grapple Jack off the giant.
So remember, he jumped off the giant to strike you.
Oh, sorry.
Down.
So he's on the ground.
Leonora, you are currently. The hammer has punched through your core here. So as you remove that, the wooden flesh will reknit.
Mm-hmm.
He looks down at the hammer and looks up at you, and for the second time he asks, "What even are you?"
I'm Leonora fucking Jack.
I was about to say Leonora Jenkins.
And he goes, "Whoa!"
And then I twerk. So you have to take. You have to pass.
You got Brian. Oh yeah, it's the magic item. I thought you were just doing it.
It's the fucking number. I did it for a reason.
You got Brian so bad. All right, is it a con save?
Yeah, it is. No, wait, hang on. I wrote it down. It is a poison check, 15 DC.
I roll an 8.
Oh, I think someone's poisoned.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck?
And I'm raging, by the way. Sorry, does it still count? I was raging before. I'm still raging. Okay?
You're still raging.
Same rage.
Probably
I'm
angry
still
at
raging.
death. Probably angry at death.
I'm just angry at everyone, to be honest. So, hang on. 15. So I do 17 points of damage.
Pick up his fucking hammer.
Don't you have to roll to hit first?
Oh, sorry. Shit. I got too caught up in it. I was too excited. Hang on.
I think poison gives his attacks disadvantage. I think it doesn't give you advantage.
So I got 15 to hit.
15 against Jack. Misses.
Oh shit, never mind. Okay, never mind. Ignore.
On both hits? On both attacks?
On both attacks? Oh, sorry. Hang on. 18, 19, 20, 21.
I mean, that's going to hit.
Hey, is that going to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
17, the one I just did. I'm going to count that. Do I have to do it again?
No, it's all right. 17's fine. So at this point, how are you striking? He has just barfed a huge amount of half digested turkey and stuffing onto his chest, along with the black tar mingling through his hair. He's looking like a pink.
To say Leonora is angry.
Yes.
Would be what some would call an understatement.
A gross understatement.
Yeah, a gross understatement. She is running towards Jack and she's going straight for the neck. And I think a rational part of her knows that it would make more sense for her to go for maybe a weaker part, like the elbow, the ankle, somewhere soft and fleshy. But she wants to cut this fucker's head off, stick it on her sword, and then beat Rapunzel to death with it. So she's most angry. So she jumps in the air and brings it down on the side of his neck. And she's not having a very good day.
Okay. You watch as the blood mingles in splatters with the other hideous viscera and visceral substances leaking out of him from every hole. Everyone. And as he says, "Get that out of me, man! Get that the fuck out of me!" It's lodged in his neck. Your blade. Is it a great axe? So good. Okay, that ends your turn, and we are back with him. Okay. He is going to bonus action second wind and heal for 14 points. Excellent. As he draws the axe head out of him, the blood squirting. You watch as his flesh knits just as your wood has, and as he goes, okay, toe to toe, you and me, big lady. I respect your attitude. It's a go-getter attitude. Now come here, put your fucking face on this. Here we go.
So he has poison. The poison status only ends at the end of my next turn.
He has disadvantage.
Yes, he does.
That's still a 22.
Fuck!
And the second attack is a 26. That's 2.
Oh, they hit me. Yeah, okay, those hit me.
Excellent. That was very, very lucky. Fantastic. Those are very, very bad damage rolls. So instead of some fabulous sum, you instead take only 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
She's just yelling. She's like barely felt it.
He said, me too. Me too. It is Rapunzel. Rapunzel, you watch as the hair begins to whip around. Baby, I'll get help. No, stay. And she begins to disappear. Oh, baby. Baby. Okay. Just hold Jack. Just spring heel, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack suck on that dick. Let's fucking go. You watch as he's ready. It is currently Etienne's turn. Come on.
Okay.
Isn't it my turn first? You know,
You're dead.
That surprise we talked about, Jack. I'm just taking the piss.
I love him so much.
Hey, okay, so is there any way to tell that how much, like, is he at like 50% health? Is he lower? Like, can you tell that?
He was he's middling, should we say.
Middling.
He's a little around bloodied.
Okay.
Oh, Rachel's like
okay, so so in that case, I'm not going to evacuate us, which I can halfway do. I can only evacuate one of them. So I'm going to use, how far away is he from Lenora? Like, is he right close next to her?
I mean, they're adjacent. They're right next to each other.
Okay, then I'm going to use my last slot of mind thingamajig. What's it called?
Whispers.
Thank you. The thing that I use all the fucking time because it's brilliant. Well, I can't use anything of Hadar's if somebody's close to him or me.
That's
so
true. Roll and you will do half damage.
Okay. 9 and 12. 21. So 10.
Incapable of rolling below max damage.
Hey, I had 9. That was a 4 and a 5 the first two.
I'm gonna get
Thank you very much.
Just because you're rolling like a demon doesn't mean I can't get you for this. You are, although it might actually. You are absolutely rolling like a demon, and Jack is feeling the brunt of that. The psychic energy weighing down on him is just incredible. And as Etienne closes that further off, sealing his brain in a cage of hurt, he is becoming frantic, and as his hair flex side to side, that stuff is actually it's clotting.
Oh, and just so everybody knows, that was just my last secondary spell slot of that, so I can still do it, but it'll only do less damage.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, this is good. Etienne, an excellent damage dealing turn.
I'm moving away from him again because I don't want to get in range of his hammer.
Yeah, you're kind of moving away still.
Yeah, I'm moving away every time because I don't take hits very well.
No, but this is the thing. But you do deal them, and he is hurting. Silver, it's you.
So, firebolt.
Oh my god! Is he finally actually doing damage?
Yeah. So that is 25 to hit, 19 plus 6.
I mean, you know that hits, Brian. Go ahead and roll double damage.
I just wanted to say it.
So the tar, that tarish substance is going to ignite. Go ahead.
7 plus 5. That's 12 points of damage.
Okay.
So I would particularly like to aim for the hairline, like just the just.
You watch as the hair turns him into a kind of human torch, a human candle, and he's burning, he's whacking at the flames, he's wielding his hammer. He actually staves part of his own head in, taking an additional 3 points of damage.
Oh no, your headline.
You watch as the part of his head perfectly has been burned and then indented, making his head look significantly smaller, and his hairline is worse. And he says, "Oh, it's bullshit, man. I mean, LaBelle is beautiful, but Jack's got it going on, man. You can't." And he looks at Leonora and he goes, "You can't? I already killed you. You can't." It's your turn.
So because I'm determined to get this fucking giant in. Like I'm emotionally invested in this giant that he was riding, like a poor Shetland pony.
Bonus action persuasion.
Yes, I would absolutely like, and I want to see how this goes. $16. So I want to say, look, brother. No, not even death could kill me.
Dracula now?
I don't know.
I love it. You say not even death could kill me.
Yeah. Okay. Take back your power. And I then go to
16.
Yeah.
You watch as Jack takes a step towards you, goes to take another, closing around his chest. You watch as he looks up. No, man, fuck, no! You watch as the giant looks up at you and goes, "Sister."
And I'm like, brother. The closest I can do. The closest I can do.
You watch as the giant takes one hand away and goes, "Close."
Okay.
Go ahead and take your attacks.
Okay.
You have advantage on these attacks.
Hell yeah, I do.
Come on, Rach. Come on. Depending on how much damage you do with these.
Okay, I'm gonna do 15 and 18 to hit.
15 even with advantage with your bonuses?
Yeah. Nope. One is 15 and one is 18.
18 will hit.
Yeah.
15 won't.
That's fine. That's okay. 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Can I give her my inspiration?
On the other hit, yes, because Rachel hasn't calculated. Yeah, that's fine. So what is that?
Yeah.
What is it on the dice?
Oh, it's only a 4.
4, 19 hits.
So I get 2 hits.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Hang on. So 9 points for one.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5. 5 points for the other. So 14 in total.
That doesn't make sense. You're rolling a D12. You've got your strength modifier, and you should be adding your barbarian.
I have a. Oh, sorry. I rolled hand axe instead of great axe.
Okay, so you should be rolling a D12.
One moment. Sorry.
I got you.
Jack's like, no, that doesn't add up.
Because you can't deal that little damage with that.
You cannot be the inverse of KT. Like, what is your actual damage?
Sorry. So that's 15 on one, 12 on the other.
27.
At 19 remaining hit points, Rachel, what happens?
So the cloud giant, I'm so proud of him. He gets up, he wraps his arms around him, he's holding him in place, and I give him a look, and that's very much like, you did this. Okay, you took back your power. We are winning because of you. And I swing back the axe, and I just say,
No.
bitch.
Yep.
And then, sorry, who's the bitch now? And I cut off his head.
Please tell me that you literally cut it off and be like, no, I mean, who's the bitch?
Yeah.
As Jack's flaming head topples from his shoulders, we are victorious. Okay, immediately we're going to end the session. Everyone is going to level up. Lars, thank you so much for joining us. That is a victory against the first of the Fable Coalition. Holy shit. And you did it despite a traitor in your midst.
And I am not sorry. I killed the living shit out of you.
Yeah. And it was so. Lars, what were you going to say, my friend?
Oh, that was the only request I had upon joining. That I got to stab you all in the back, and it felt just as good as I wanted it to.
And how'd it
Lars.
go, bitch? How'd it go? I get to be DM.
I got to mention fucking door, dude.
Good, it's good.
I'm so mad at you, Lars. Like personally, spiritually, emotionally.
Yep. We're pissed,
Thank you
mate.
for making
proud
me
of
have
you.
so much fun. It was wonderful.
I told
Lars.
everyone you're like this, that the fuckery with Lars is always top notch. And the moment I saw B. Owzer, like Bartholomew, Erasmus, like Owzer, I was like,
Bowser.
he's
Yeah.
Bowser. I sent it into the group chat. He's Bowser.
Yep.
Yeah. Incredible, my friends. Thank you for everyone who was tuned in. A bit of a longer session this time, but worth every moment for that.
It was
final
fun.
kill.
Yeah.
No, you guys crushed it. Okay, just so people know where we can all be found, and what we've been working on, what is new releases that we've worked on and that we're excited about. I think we should probably take it from our special guest. We should take it from Lars Machmüller. Thank you so much for being with us, and tell us everything about you and what you've done recently and what you're working on.
Well, I have been having a ton of fun with my deck builder, Theft of Decks, and it's available on Amazon, the series starter, and you should definitely go check it out because I've got books 2, 3, and 4 coming out in a row. So that is totally my go-to series right now. And if not, I am coming up with some horrible puns for my World of Chains series, my Bard series right now. And it's just so damn fun.
You're the man,
Yep,
Lars. You
that's
are the man.
me.
You're the man. Well, yeah, it is you in all your glory. Let's go for Rachel.
Sorry, I was putting my dice away.
fine.
And also getting mad at Lars spiritually, emotionally. My name is Rachel Chuirc. When I haven't had 3 whiskeys, you can find me on TikTok. And
Or when you have.
or when I have that too as well. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. I have 2 books out so far. One is called Calamity. The sequel is called Desecrate. And the third one, Divinity, the only Divinity you need to know about, is out November 1st. And that is the entirety of the Knights of Eternity trilogy. And it is narrated by the fabulous Andrea Parsons.
Oh, hell yes, Brian.
Brian J. Nordon. I write Quest Academy. My book 3 is releasing in less than a week. That's out on the 4th of October. So if you'd like to pre-order it, that's available now. You can also get the hardback early if you go to thelegionpublishers.com, because it is available there now, which is really, really, really exciting. I'm halfway finished with book 4, and it is so much fun to write. Book 3 is still, I think, like one of the best books. It's the best book I've read, written in Quest Academy.
I've read.
Yeah. Well, I read it too. It's one of my best works of all 3 of them. 4, I wrote Wildcards. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah, it's just loving how everything's going. So hopefully you'll check it out at release.
And in 20 books, they will get to year 2.
Maybe
3.
someday, Sal. will hit you.
Maybe.
3.
KT, round us out.
Library System Reset, overdue. Book 2 is available on ebook and will be available in audio on October 15th. You should read it because it has talking cats, benches, and book hoarding aliens, because that's what makes it fun. And book 3 will be out in November because I've already written it. And now you all have to listen to Jack because Jack is fucking awesome.
Well, thank you for saying so. Yes, do read these fabulous people's books. They
Your
are
books,
incredible.
your books.
And yes, okay. Well, hello, I'm Jack Fields, and thank you for joining us. I wrote Scarlet Citadel, which came out earlier in the summer, and it is very excitingly just finished its audiobook production. We have Tess Arndale and Neil Helligers at the
That's
helm.
pretty fucking awesome.
Incredible combo that have done duet narration, not dual with them reading interchangeable chapters, no, duet with them reading the feminine and masculine dialogue, creating that sense of liveness in the scenes. These are two of the best in the biz. I was so lucky to have them speak the words on the page that I wrote, speak the words in my book. And sorry, I'm really happy. And yes, so look, Neil and Tess are incredible, and I hope that if you pick up the audiobook, which will be up for sale reasonably soon, I think. I'm so excited about it. And yeah, you can also, if you want to read Scarlet Citadel in print form, it is available on Kindle Unlimited, etc. Jack Field's Scarlet Citadel. And book 2, which I don't think I've announced the title of yet. I almost did. Oops. But book 2 is written, almost finished edits. Book 3 is several tens of thousands of words through, and I am loving that one. Book 2 is darker. Book 3 is stranger, and I've had so much fun. And speaking of fun, thank you for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. And thank you to Lars, our incredibly special guest. What a triumph you are, my betraying turtle friend. And thank you to Katie, Brian, and Rachel, as always, for brightening up my month and my life. So, yeah.
Oh, we love you too.
Love you too. So yes, thank you, everyone. And we will sign off now. Farewell. See you next month with our new guest.
Bye.
Hold the post.
Wait, Brian. Wait.